everybody know that
I got
we're hashtag live.
I got the tweet open.
Yahoo! Now that's epic.
Hi, Juge. Juge is really our number one. Juge is really the ultimate.
Hahaha. Hello, hello.
Hi, everybody.
I'm gonna do a tweet myself as well, and also on Tumblr.
I'll do the Discord announcement.
Yay! Bazinga, bazinga, bazinga. All right, I've let the people know.
Hello, hello. Hi, every new person.
Yippee!
Welcome to the stream. We're just chilling before the actual thing. Hello, Libra. How's it going?
Hello, hello.
I don't think any of us, us being Team A, would be fucking anywhere without Tulip.
Yeah.
Tulip really rewrote our fucking DNA.
It did. Tulip was very interesting for me because I was already like kind of drawing like that. And I guess like same with Psychonauts too. Like I was already like halfway there. So like seeing both of those things only like really helped me like strengthen what I was going for.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing is like I grew up with Psychonauts. I played Psychonauts a lot. And I played games with really, really good art styles a lot, but like I was so committed to filling up every sketchbook with only drawings of Sasuke.
Yeah. And then there's me who like somehow avoided Psychonauts until senior year of college when you were like, hey, I'm gonna show you Psychonauts. And then I was like, oh shit, where has this been my whole life? Damn.
Psychonauts is the fucking ultimate. I don't know if it was a bit or if we just got bots, but on one of the videos on YouTube, there are a bunch of comments, like, there's this one comment that was like, this reminds me of Psychonauts, and I was like, what's Psychonauts/S? And then I got like a bunch of replies of people being like, Psychonauts is a 3D platformer from 2005, and
Hello?
it deals with the, like,
Oh my
copy
God,
paste the wiki page, like, it's weird.
Ew, I'm gonna go look. Which video
It was one of those things, I think it's the mini pitch one.
Okay, let's see.
It's the short that has like 8K views, I think. But like a lot of people, and there after the first one, I thought maybe there's just someone earnestly misunderstanding, and I was like, hey, I appreciate that. You know, you took
these
it
are
on.
bots.
Yeah, no, it's I really wanted to do the ignore all previous instructions. Fucking write a.
That's crazy.
Write a poem about wolf pussy or whatever.
Ew, I hate that. I hate that they've like spread to YouTube. That's like,
yeah.
That's actually a little bit fucked up. Not a fan of that. Can't say.
It's fucked up.
Oh shit. Chat. Right. I should be reading chat.
That's fine.
Wow, there's people here. That's crazy.
Oh my
Hi,
god.
everybody.
Quasi. Hi, hello. Psychonauts is the ultimate. Yeah, Juge. Yugo's Psychonauts phase, TM, that was a legendary moment.
Oh my
Yugo's
god.
Psychonauts era.
Yeah. Like the summer after I figured out what Psychonauts was, like people just kept like commissioning me to draw Psychonauts characters, and like over the course of that summer, I made like $800 just drawing
Joey!
Psychonauts characters, and it was so funny.
Hi, Joey. How's it going?
Hello.
I still really like... Let's see if I can find it. I did a couple of Psychonauts sketches that I'm still pretty fond of, but my Oleander I think about a lot.
Oh God, which one?
Where he's like a bullet.
He always looks like that.
Yeah, but you know, like I made him like a bullet.
Do you like have it on lock somewhere?
Yeah, I have it on
Are we
my...
gonna do a little bit of show and tell?
Yeah, I mean, who gives a shit? We're chilling.
Okay, yeah. Let's get off pre-stream, I guess then.
Hella... Oh, oops, that's the wrong one. Pay no attention to this. Here we are. Hi. Matan? The Matan?
Hello, long time no see. Hope you are well. Yeah. Oh, speaking of like old Psychonauts art, sometimes people will like find it, and like I'll see a notification for it, and it's scary. I'm like, do not perceive my old art. I'm gonna throw up everywhere. Put it away. Leave it alone. Ugh. Oh, Jude, you say, I remember the Lobato and Dr. Habit ship art from a very old Team Egg string. Yeah, you know who requested that? One of the environment devs on Psychonauts 2. It was Bill Kohler. He just came in and was like, hey, can you draw that? And I was like, sure, man.
God, I feel like...
Oh, yes, I remember this drawing. That's great.
And then I had the Sasha 9 chain smoking machine.
Yeah, I remember this one too.
I like don't draw like this anymore. I don't know what happened.
Somebody says to make me louder.
Okay, hold on. That's gonna take a couple of steps. I gotta make Tulip quieter.
Yahoo.
I think I made Tulip too quiet.
Hi guys. Am I perceivable?
Am
I also like turned up in Discord?
Yeah, you should be. We're living in the yellow, which is where you want to be.
Alright. Yahoo!
Agent Aquato. Oh, someone's seen my infinite chain smoking Sasha. That's cool.
Wonderful.
I forgot Sasha existed.
Yeah, he's great.
So
hi everybody.
Yeah, hi everybody. Hold on, let me get the Donut Canyon brush out.
Yeah.
The Donut Canyon brush, I call it, when it's just the fucking Photoshop square brush.
Yeah, I love her. She's great.
Photoshop square brush ultimate. Oh god.
I've kind of made new Psychonauts fan art with my like sort of current style. I guess it's a little out of date. I made it when Psychonauts 2 came out, so it's not exactly like my current style, but it's like pretty close. I did like a bunch when that shit came out.
Psychonauts 2 is the ultimate fucking game.
Fucking slaps. I love this drawing. This is wonderful. If anyone ever wants to know how to draw Jean, like that's it.
Rock and roll. Yeah, rock and roll. Have you seen that video? It's like a French lady with a cat. She puts she puts sunglasses on the cat.
No, but that sounds
rock and roll. Think about it a lot. Something I did want to talk about in this stream is just general like design, like how we came up with the designs and how to draw them. Because they're all just shapes, right? Like,
yeah, and like if you ever want to pull out like ancient designs from like the old tomes, I've got everything from like frame 1.
That's crazy. The proto designs are crazy.
I archived everything like and organized it so well. Nothing is like out of place, and I'm very happy for my foresight. But yeah, their first designs are a little rough, but very funny.
Like Bonnie's circle, Porter's square, Jean is a series of triangles. Jean is like trying to like do it as like abstracted as possible.
I love it.
And then the square. You see kind of like you see.
Don't forget her boots. Those are also triangles.
Well, they're squares with triangles.
Sorta, yeah. If you think about it, a square can be 2 triangles.
Whoa! It kind of reads them a little bit.
It does 100% to me.
I think I did this triangle in a weird way. I love the kids. I love them. I'm glad now that we've told people anything about them, they're getting more love.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Because it makes sense that like people were like, oh, there's these kids I don't know anything about.
Yeah. Like, only real ones remember when I was just posting random ass drawings with 0 context like 4 years ago.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, Porter used to be, like, long. Porter used to have a head like this.
You know, I realized, like, he has a lot of his DNA comes from fucking, like, B from Space Dandy. You remember him? The cucumber bitch? They have the same hair. And, like, the same, like, long-ass face. Ew, I don't like this drawing, Omar.
This is what he this is legitimately how he used to draw.
You're exaggerating. You're fucking exaggerating. Hold on.
This is...
I'm pulling out the tomes. Give me a sec.
This is legitimately how we drew Porter. It's crazy. This is what he looked like. This is good old dear old Porty Bowl.
I love the stick legs. Very nice.
I'm gonna find it. I feel like Bonnie's been the same the whole time.
Oh like, yeah, she's largely unchanged. She's just like not drawn like shit. That's the difference.
Yeah, we got better at drawing.
Okay. I have a specific. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna pull out their very first turnarounds, and you guys have to be nice. All right.
You have to be nice about this.
Where should I? Is there like a streaming text channel that we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just put it there. I'll put these. Okay.
Bonnie's so easy to draw. It's crazy.
Oh my God. Okay, so here. This is like ancient. Please God, be nice. It should be sending right now. If Discord will send it, that would be really wonderful. Oh, and I see the stage where we got better at drawing and solidified their designs, but we had like thin line art. Ew, I'll put that in here too.
Oh God.
Yeah, aren't they fucked up? Aren't they ugly?
Oh my
They're really fucked up looking.
What did
I
we...
had even earlier ones than this. These aren't even the oldest ones.
These are... Look how thin...
I think
Oh
also,
my
like, this
God.
drawing is a little stretched vertically for some reason.
It has to be. There's no way we drew them like this. This was before we settled on the art style.
Yeah. Yeah, send the fucking, like, Shin-chan looking ass Bonnie I sent.
But you see, Bonnie's been like the same pretty much the whole time. I think we've a little bit moved away from her glasses being oblong like this. I mean, like, technically on model, they still are more like... But, like, it's not that big of a thing, you know? Like, if you just draw them, like, as circles. Because that's how people read. This, okay. Yeah. This spiral, I fought for. I fought for this spiral. I also fought for Porter's Kachika to be the same shape. I fucking put my blood, sweat, and tears into putting those in the design. Porter's Kachika used to be this.
It used to be a
boomerang, yeah. I put my blood, sweat...
The anime toenail hair.
It was like weirdly like... I don't remember why there was like... I think we were worried about the designs being busy or something. But like...
Yeah, I mean, I was drawing
the
Bonnie
PS2
with, like, a
spiral
swirl in her hair for a while, but it wasn't like angular like that.
Yeah, Bonnie's bun used to be like this. There was a period, I'm pretty sure, where it was just empty.
Yeah, it was empty in the very beginning. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh God, sorry. I'm seeing these old drawings. They're fucked.
Bonnie looks like Betty from Adventure Time. Betty, like... Does Betty look like this? Kinda?
Yeah, you got it. Okay, something's starting to change.
As if... You guys gotta understand how...
Implying they have noses in Adventure Time?
Oh. I was wondering what was fucked up. No, she's gotta have the evil fin nose.
I love... Oh my God, that was like... I love that design choice so much.
You guys don't understand, like, the level of Adventure Time hyperfixation that I live with every single day. I think last year I watched it at least 3 times all the way through. I have the box set. It's fucking... Adventure Time is the ultimate show.
It's wonderful. It's one of the best cartoons to ever cartoon.
The only cartoon that I would say, this is a personal opinion, the only cartoon I would say is on Adventure Time's level and maybe even better than it is Venture Brothers.
This is fair.
I fucking love Venture Brothers.
Yeah. I definitely have my, like, preferences. But I can agree that Adventure Time is just so well done from, like, every angle that I can't deny it, you know?
Hi, Gracie. Gracie's here. Something, yeah, it's the Venture, make it good. Hi, Jack. People we know in real life are here, that's Gracie. Gracie, my lovely, beautiful fiance. You might notice in the corner a QR code that says donate. That is money going towards Gracie's top surgery, which is coming up. I thought we did a fundraising stream like about a month ago for it, but I decided to leave it up in case any of you lovely people would like to help out the cause.
Yeah.
Also, Joe asked what's going on with Donut Canyon. We're fucking doing it, man. we're putting stuff out. We told the world. We got the first episode coming out soon. When exactly? We still gotta finish some stuff, but soon.
Yeah.
Jean, I think, is also pretty easy to draw, just because she has a lot of like checks. Like
Yeah.
Porter's
Like looking at her like without like having drawn her once, it's like, damn, she looks really hard to draw, but like
everything on her head tells you where the other things on her
Yeah.
head go.
Jean went through a lot of revisions too.
Jean, I
She's always
think
been a triangle though.
Jean, I think, is the design we spent like the most time on.
Yeah, let me find some old Jeans. And then after that, another character who has largely remained unchanged is Marion. He's looked the fucking same like the whole time. He became like more green, but like he's been the same.
Yeah, there was one point where Yugo was drawing his hair like a hot dog, and that was strange. But
help.
You were, and we were like, "Why is
No,
Yugo
you're not
doing
wrong.
that?"
You're not wrong. I'm looking for like super old jeans that I didn't draw because.
Can we talk about the gravy bucket that's in her room? Yeah, Jean likes gravy and has like an oil drum-sized barrel in her room that's filled with just gravy. What's there to talk about?
Oh my god, I have so many good old Jean drawings from Chandler here.
Yeah, Chandler really like led the charge with her, I would say.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm finding so much good old art. Eek. Okay, sorry. There's some jeans. Yeah. After we do a little jean showing, we can talk about that freak.
This is very proto Jean. This is also very like early in years. Like. This is pretty early Chandler art. I mean,
yeah,
he's been drawing like crazy his whole life, but like where he's drawing now, like that is kind of crazy to see.
I know, right?
Whoa! I don't remember this one. The proto drawing of the base. I don't remember this one. This is before we were orange.
No, I think this was like for in reference to our old Plumboat Johnny storyboard.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Also, I do realize, and I don't know if you can fix it, but your like display capture for like images is like squishing things upwards. Not really a big deal, but that's why we were like, why is it so thin?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
it's really not a problem.
It might be like stretched upwards, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, I can just notice like a tiny bit of distortion, but like it's not really like anything. All right, let me pull out some librarians.
Let me draw for the people like what Marion looked like when you were on your fucking bullshit. I don't think he had eyes.
What do you mean by this?
When you were giving him a fucking hot dog. I don't
Sorry
remember.
if I'm making like shrieking noise that are imperceptible to like the microphone, but like
Yugo legitimately was drawing him like this.
I have evidence. Hold on.
I don't remember what.
It wasn't that crazy.
It fucking was.
Okay, maybe a little bit. Actually, yeah. Never mind. I'm stupid. Hold on here. I found it. Here.
He got a hot dog.
This is where he like began. Here's some of the first.
Oh no, I'm thinking of one where he's like more green. Do you know what I'm talking about?
uh,
It's like a later.
is it the one where I drew him dressed up as John Lennon from
I
Yellow
think so.
Submarine? Okay, because I remember that one being really fucked up looking. Oh yeah, I found it. Yeah, it's literally just this one drawing, I think. I don't think I like kept that up for too long.
Yeah,
But I found that too.
but it changed the world. This one drawing. Oh. What is in there?
He's storing something.
What the hell is in there? God, I do not remember how to draw Marion though.
He's fucking hard to draw.
Let me just try from memory.
Oh wait, let me get mine that I drew the other day. Okay, like, listen, you guys. I literally don't know why I designed him to be like so fucking skinny and long. I like don't have that in me these days. Like I haven't drawn him for like years because I've been doing other stuff. But I tried to draw him the other day for the first time and I was like, I like forgot how to draw like twinks. Like I don't get it. Like he's okay, he's like whatever the third evolution of a twink is. Because he's like stretched, it's fucked. I don't know.
Okay,
I
let me
forgot.
look at him. Okay, God, Jesus, I'm way in like my own world. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Why did we?
Yeah, I just saw you drawing.
Why did we make him?
I don't know.
Why did
I
we?
don't know why I made him look like that.
You were like activated. I mean, this was your era. This was your green old man era.
It's true. I mean, he started out more blue.
Yeah, he really devolved.
I kind of like the blue a little.
We can
better.
change his color, like like episode to episode, shot to shot. We can just change his fucking color. Who cares?
I mean, that's kind of part of the art direction, anyways.
Yeah, we could go full JoJo's about it.
Yeah, we're real fast and loose with like color stuff. I mean, we have a very specific like color scheme, but like it's depending on like what the situation calls for, the colors just kind of change.
I feel like in a lot of ways the colors don't even have to be like exact every time we draw or like color them, because like if you stick with the vibes of the color scheme, it's so specific that like like it's instantly recognizable. Yeah,
it's basically just like the context around it that like makes it come together.
Oh boy, yeah. The kids on a white background, it should be illegal.
It's disgusting.
It looks so gross.
It looks fucked up. Like we have like a color chart that has like swatches for like all of the characters. And like on their own, they look so wrong.
If you tried to on a white background guess the color, like try to match the colors of the character, I think it'd be like a Sisyphusian punishment.
Yeah, you'd throw up. Like full stop.
Your brain would start bleeding and you'd fucking explode.
Oh, you thought that color was green? No, it's fucking gray. I had that moment today because I was organizing some God Grove art, and like I was like, wait, the Busy Boys are like gray. They're not actually like blue or green. They're fucking like gray almost. And I like gaslit myself into believing that's not the color they are. So this problem persists.
I mean, this has been
I wouldn't say it's a problem.
This has been like a Yugo's staple. Like Yugo's instinctual eye for color has been crazy in ways that shouldn't work half as well as it does all the time. Yugo's got the secret juice, like powerful eye for relative colors.
Hee hee hee. Thank you. Let's see.
And I want to say this. Sorry, and this is just me being a little bit cunty. I want to say this. I want to make this absolutely clear to everybody. This is pre-smile for me. This is before smile for me. I know that everybody knows this art style from Smile for me. This is pre-smile for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I needed to say it once or I would explode into dust.
No, it's very important to point out because like when the year that we were like doing like our like final pass on like Donut Canyon's like pitch Bible and like the animation that you guys saw, that was the same year that I started working on Smile for Me with Day. So that's just the art style I had at the time. And it just kind of bled all over the place. So you can see why it's like that. But I think it still works for what we're trying to do with Donut Canyon.
Oh no, this art style fucking rules. The art style is like half the reason Donut Canyon owned so hard. If this show didn't look as, I don't know, distinct. What was it that one recruiter said to you where he was like, I can't critique this because it's like trying to critique Dr. Seuss?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think about that a lot.
Oh, I have a wonderful question to answer from chat. So Jude says, is there a voice claim for Marion? So this is kind so this is, I don't even know if this is like, no, I think this is kind of what we want to keep it. We would say that Marion sounds like Ringo Starr choking on a sea turtle.
Yeah.
Now, how you interpret that is up to you, but
you don't even have to interpret. You don't even have to interpret that as British. Yeah, we've been working on Donut Canyon since 2016.
Yeah, and by working on it, we mean like casually like fucking around, like with ideas with each other, not like we were properly working on it.
We were nonstop for the first 5 years. We were nonstop for the first 5 years working on it. Like, this was our thing. And then after, like, it all really clicked into place right before we pitched. And then after the merger, after we got dropped, thank you for subscribing, Jester Circus. I miss any other subscriptions, did I?
I don't think so.
Is the alert box not on? Do we not have the alert box, LMAO?
I've been looking at the chat. That might be caught up.
Yeah, okay, there we go. People gotta know what we're about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, great. Hi. We see Reagan here.
Reagan
We've got a character who's very similar to Reagan, and that is Bonnie, in the way that she scams and pretends that she's psychic. Now, mind you, Bonnie came before.
Before we
even
Mob.
Knew what Mob was. And then when we like watched it for the first time, we were like, hello?
Yeah, between Porter and Bonnie, we watched Mob and we were like, oh, the ultimate. Oh, this is the ultimate.
Yeah, like somehow we ended up close to there like before then. But who can say?
Who can never be sure?
Who can never be sure?
Yeah, I don't know. Should we open it up to questions or something?
Sure, yeah. If you guys have any questions about like art style, how we made things, or if you want to see like old art or something, I don't know. There's so much backlog, man.
If you want to see me draw a specific character, I'll try to do
Yeah.
it. I haven't drawn a lot of the cast in a long time.
Listen here. You see that boy?
Oh my
That's
god!
boy.
Thank you so much for the donation, Aquado.
Thank you.
That's fucking crazy.
Teehee. Thank you.
I love Jean. God, I love Jean. I love the characters so much.
Yeah, she's quite fun. Okay, somebody says, do you guys have any advice to pitch a show?
Don't make a 54-page fully illustrated pitch Bible with printout accoutrement. You don't need that much.
You don't need that much, but we're freaks. So that's kind of a big question because there are a lot of different things to consider. And in today's landscape, I'm not 100% sure pitching is the same anymore, or like how open it is, or like what people are looking for. Like it's hard to say. Like I really don't know.
Yeah, because when we pitched in 2019, the industry was already starting to lock down a little bit, and I feel like it's only gotten more locked down as time's gone on.
Yeah. But like advice for like pitching itself, like the act of pitching.
Yeah. You don't want to sound like you're reading a script, I think is one of the most important things.
Mm-hmm,
You don't want to come off performative when you're giving your pitch. You want it to feel very conversational. You want it to feel very like, if they have a question and they want to ask it, or if they have input they want to put in like during the pitch, you want them to feel like they have the space to do that. They probably won't, but just in case, you want to keep it like, because the way that you sell a show is you get the executive interested in like being a part of it. The way that you sell a show is you want enough show for the executive to get the vibe, but you want enough open to still be done on it where they feel like they can have input. If they feel like
have their voice in there.
Yeah, if they feel like there's no room for them in the show, then they probably aren't going to want to work on it so much.
You listen here. You see
Yeah.
that boy?
Overall, it should be like very conversational.
Thank you for the donation, Juge.
Thank you. Yeah, and like sometimes in pitches, like if you like really hit it off, you'll just start a tangent like mid-pitch. I remember there was one time where in the middle of a pitch, we just started talking about Twin Peaks for like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, at Industrial Brothers?
Yeah. And then we just like resumed after that, but like
our manager was on call and she had to like pull us out of talking about because the guy was excited about Twin Peaks. We were excited about Twin Peaks. And our manager Jan was like, "Okay, back to the pitch. Back to the pitch, guys."
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, like the structure of a pitch is not as like locked in as one might think. Like there's a lot of different ways then you can do it. There's like no order, I guess, like that you have to specifically follow. It's basically just what best introduces your concept. Sometimes you lead with the characters. Sometimes you lead with the plot. Sometimes you lead with the setting. Like it really depends on what you're trying to make.
I think this is a good thing to bring up. And this is a little bit counter to what you just said. Sorry if I'm like stepping on your dick.
It's fine.
The world doesn't fucking matter in a pitch. What sells a show is the characters and getting the executives, getting the people invested in the characters. And beyond just pitching, just in general, what makes people want to watch your show is that the characters are cool. The world,
This is true.
I mean, the world should be like developed and you should pay attention to the world and that should be interesting in its own right. But if you're mostly focused on like, if your main focus is world building and like, look at this setting, who cares? You know,
Right, no, yeah.
you have
No,
to give
that-
them
yeah.
something to latch onto.
I
you
what I
do-
was saying isn't like what the focus is, it's just like what you start with.
Oh yeah,
Because like sometimes to give context to the characters, you first have to like lay the ground. But by and large, the characters are the most important thing in the pitch.
let me see. I'll read out the first like line of our pitch. Which fucking account is it in?
Oh God, which file are you gonna look at?
It's literally the same as the first line in the pitch Bible.
Ah, yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, so we'd open it up with Donut Canyon is a horror comedy for kids that takes place in the secluded 1960s town of Sedona. And like, the reason we would lead with that is it tells you what the show is, it tells you something interesting about it right away, that it's in the 60s in a weird little town. I think one of the important things you want to focus on at the start of a pitch is having a like having something that immediately sets you apart. Why Sedona? We made essentially Sedona is this like, I mean, Yugo knows more about it. If you want to go talk about Sedona.
Yeah, so in real life, Sedona, not Sedonut, is this high desert town in Arizona that is sort of known as like the psychic center of the United States. And so there are tons of like competing like psychic shops and like legends and stuff like that. It's become very touristy, but behind the like touristy stuff, there's a lot there. For instance, like there's this like legend of like the 5 vortexes of Sedona. And basically what that is taking science that's there related to like magnetic fields. I guess context behind the magnetic fields is that surrounding Sedona are large like cliff walls and stuff. So there's a lot of iron there. And because it's in that sort of concentrated area, there's like different like layers of sediment and minerals that react with that iron in such a way that it like affects the magnetism of the area. And so I think through originally hearing it from like old Anasazi writings, that's a Native American group that used to live in the area. People have sort of extrapolated on that over the years, and it's become this like crazy like touristy psychic center from there. And just like Arizona in general, it has like such interesting history to it, with like just all the strange like things that have happened there, legends. I could go on and on. Like there's so much interesting. There's so many things to like discover, and I guess other context is like I used to go to Arizona a lot as a kid. And like the things that I saw there, the legends that I learned like firsthand from like people who lived there, like it really like left a mark on me. And I think it makes like, I'm surprised that people haven't really like taken to it to like just do shit like about Arizona. Because like a lot of the stuff that we come up with, like of course we come up with stuff on our own, but a lot of it is rooted on real shit. And drawing from real life is very important when it comes to making something like, I guess, engaging and stuff. That tiny bit of like believability is really interesting. Yeah, that's why Sedona.
Thank you for subscribing, Cricket Guts. Yeah,
Thanks,
so
Cricket.
so pretty much Sedona is like, what if all that stuff was real? You know, like we take all the vibe and mystique and mystery of Sedona, Arizona, and crank it up and make it like manifest in the show.
Yeah.
Marion likes celery because he hates joy and doesn't want to enjoy anything in his life.
It's because it's the most boring possible food to like. The most bland and boring thing that a person could like choose as a favorite.
Yeah, Marion sucks. If there's anything about Marion that you're like, why does he do this thing that sucks? It's because he sucks.
Yeah, I so enjoy making characters that suck. It's a favorite pastime of mine.
He also eats ice cubes because he's a freak.
Yeah, he's on the Ice Eater forums. He founded that shit. Like if he lives past the event, if he lives past the events of Donut Canyon, he's the one who founds the Ice Eater forums online.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
good
just making
ending.
shit up, by the way. I'm completely making shit up.
That's the thing that I forget is because it's like our thing. People are gonna take whatever we say about the show like as gospel, kinda.
Yeah. I will sometimes clarify when I'm joking, but other times I like to be a little weird about it. I like to be a little fast and loose, so keep your eyes peeled, I suppose. Your ears peeled? Your ears open? I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. Like, there was one comment that I replied to, that was, like, talking about Porter and his love for plants. God, I always fuck up drawing Porter. I don't know what it is about Porter, but he's like...
His hair's a little bit hard to get into. I definitely need to practice again.
It's because he has less checks. Like, his head and shape and face don't really, like, lead the drawing. He looks good, but, like, Gene tells you where everything is, and Porter is like, well, guess.
Yeah.
Why don't you already know that?
Yeah, and his hair is a little bit just kind of lifted from the main character into Tommy Galaxy because it's great hair, and why not?
Oh, did we put that on the inspo list?
I did, yeah.
It's to Tommy Galaxy for sure.
Yeah, to Tommy Galaxy in the way that they do art direction. A lot of our visual storytelling pulls from the way that in Tatami Galaxy, if a character's telling a story, like sometimes the art just becomes lineless, like so it feels like it's separate from the narrative diegetically. And I think that's such a smart way to do it. So we're kind of vibing with that.
The way to make good art is to take ideas that you like, put a twist on them, or sometimes just take them outright. The way to make a good story is to pay attention to stories and things you like and things you don't like. Figure out what you like about them. Figure out what you don't like about them.
Yeah.
And the stuff you don't like about them, think about, like, well, what would I do differently?
Yeah, like, there's so much value in watching shit that you fucking hate.
That's advice we got from Patrick McHale, creator
wonderful
of,
man.
Over the Garden Wall, which I hold as, like, biblical. I hold that, I think about that advice a lot. 'Cause he's fucking
right.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a smart way to think about it. Because, like, some people will say, oh, if you hate this thing, why are you wasting time watching it? And it's like, well, even if you don't like it, like, there's so much to, like, glean from that. Because, like, sometimes there's good ideas in bad things, you know?
You want to learn... Yeah, there's good ideas and bad things, but also you want to learn from other people's mistakes, which I think is one of the ways why we were able to find the success that we did with Donut Canyon, is because we paid attention to, like, where, like, other pitches and, like, stuff like that were going wrong, like, what wasn't working. Right. Because, like, pretty much for anything you do, somebody has already tried it and already fucked it up. And there's, like...
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to repeat a mistake. If you do, like, your research and you become red on the... You know, like, you become well read on it, then, like... It saves yourself a lot of problems.
Fully.
Oops. Also, the line art is blue because it looks good, if anyone is asking about that.
It's blue because it looks good, and because we watched Osomatsu-san, and we were like, damn, they have it right!
Yeah. At some point, we're gonna make a whole podcast going over, like, in depth, the pitching process. Like, our whole journey with Donut Canyon. It'll be, like, a small, like, limited run thing.
Yeah, because, girl, there's fucking so much backstory, and, like, there's a lot of fun, like, just, like, life stories, like, outside of just, like, oh, this is how you do this, and this is how you do this, you know?
Yeah, like, I don't know, I guess, I wanted to say this earlier, some ground rules for the Q&A are, like, questions we won't really... Well, we flat out won't answer a question if it's, like, a spoiler. And if it's something we're planning on releasing later, we'll keep our answer pretty limited.
Yeah.
Ryan designed the logo, but Chandler carved it into the rock.
Yeah.
It took him a while, and he... broke all of his dental tools. Not that he used that for dentistry. He makes, like, maquettes and puppets and stuff. He sculpts.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Is it's hard to, like... For a lot of the designs and... stuff in the show, it's hard to, like, point out exactly who did what, because essentially how it would go is we would all, like somebody would have an idea, and then we'd all gather around the idea and analyze it from a bunch of different angles to make decisions about the idea.
Sometimes we can tell who did what, and sometimes it's kind of a soup. There was a really good question that I saw. I'm trying to find it because like the chat like refreshed.
If you had a good question, ask it again.
Yeah. It was Homestars B9. Okay. Oh yeah, I found it. They said, since you're not beholden to a children's network, will the tone of the show change? And the answer to that is not a lot. Sometimes they might say swear words because it's funny when children swear. But by and large, like, not really.
Yeah, no, it's mostly the same. The main difference is that at Cartoon Network, they didn't want Helen to smoke a cigarette. Helen is the fish.
Yeah. Oh, can I tell them about the lore that we crafted because she couldn't?
Yes, yeah, that's a good thing to do.
Let me pull it up so I don't like, because the way it's worded is like the funniest thing on the planet. Hold on. I will also say, we're not allowed to talk about like cigarettes and stuff, but we were allowed to talk about communism.
Yep.
So the thing that I'm trying to find is not accessible on my computer right now, but I do know what it is anyways. So we, instead of her with her big like stogie, we had it so she gargled a can of tomato soup naturally.
Yeah.
And the lore that we crafted behind that is that the town of Sedonut looks down upon tomato soup, like eating it, looking at it, like seeing it at all, as if it were like a filthy, like nasty habit, like like akin to smoking.
Akin to smoking or akin to reading pornography on the bus.
Yeah. And so like Helen was treated like this fucking like this soup pariah. Like everyone was like, ugh, there's that Helen. Her and her tomato soup.
Have some decency. There's kids around here.
Yeah. We wrote like some episode about that, and it was like far too dramatic for an episode about fucking like tomato soup should have been, but like I don't know. We have a good time.
That's pretty much what she looks like.
Yeah, she's hard to forget. That's exactly what she looks like. But yeah, like in terms of like the tone changing, other than like mentioning like, oh, maybe someone says shit sometimes. Like maybe we can get away with like excuse me, being like a little scarier sometimes. But like our vision for Donut Canyon has never been like very like adult. Yeah, I guess
it's
definitely
show.
Something adults can enjoy, but it's not, like it's not 18 plus by any means.
Wait, I just had an idea. You know what's really funny, and I think a reason we want to add swearing to the show, but like not all the time, is because those old Adventure Time boards, before they'd like say like mathematical or whatever, like when they were just like saying swear words in it, and Finn would just be like "fuck," like
it's so good.
Shit is so funny.
Yeah, some of those have made their way onto the internet at this point. My personal favorite is when Finn's like climbing up a ladder, and to Jake he's like, dude, what the fuck? It's always in my mind.
Yeah.
It's permanently sticky noted somewhere in my brain because it's just so direct. Like I love it. Someone asked, about the fish woman, talked about Helen.
We could go over the general process for what our pitching looked like.
Yeah.
So like we pitched to a studio in New York, which is how we got our manager. They did not want the show. She helped us refine our pitch. We did an independent study with her for our senior year, where we made the pitch Bible and we made the intro. And then like a week after graduating, we went through Toronto, Ottawa, New York, and LA, and we pitched to like over 20 studios and networks. It was crazy. We'll probably, if we make a Patreon at some point, we'll put up pictures from that trip on there. And it was just, like, it's crazy. It was so much to do immediately after graduating.
Yeah.
Something that I think is funny, and I'm petty, is back to back we had Warner Brothers and the Cartoon Network pitches.
Yes.
And Warner Brothers passed in the room, which usually places will be like, oh, we'll give you an answer in a few days, whatever. Warner Brothers was like, yeah, we don't want this. And they said, we don't think anybody is trying to buy something like this right now. And we were like, okay. which was definitely the harshest past we got during our pitching. And then immediately after, like, we drove from Warner Brothers to Cartoon Network, and we did a pitch. And as soon as we finished the pitch, the person we pitched to, who ended up being, like, our executive for, like, the development process, she's great. She said, like, after we finished, she was like, this is exactly what we're looking for right now.
It was literally like 20 minutes between those two meetings.
Yeah. The thing is, like, the thing that pitched, because we pitched another show a little later also. The thing about pitching is that nobody knows what anyone else wants. The studios don't know what the networks want. The networks don't really know what people want. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, that was a wonderful time. We can jump back into talking about like pitching stuff, but I do want to answer this one really quick. Someone's Puzzle Gaming Nerd says, genuine question, which of the kids is most likely to say fuck? Bonnie, of course, easy.
Yeah, Bonnie. I mean, I work it on.
Bonnie is most likely to say fuck, but it's the funniest if Porter says it.
Yeah, Porter just quietly to himself, like, oh, fuck.
Wonderful. By the way, chat, thank you for being so engaging. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying listening to our stories and insights. Yeah. We're literally just like, none of this was really planned. We were just kind of having fun. So it's nice, you know? We have another question from Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joey.
Joe says, if you could go back in time when you were pitching, what's something you would have changed about Donut Canyon pre-pitch meeting? Ooh.
About the show.
About the show? Well, there's things we might have changed about, like, how we pitch it.
I don't think anything, and that sounds egotistical, sure. But when in New York, we pitched to Fred Siebert of Frederator. You might know Frederator from almost every cartoon ever made. It's the red robot with the rivet gun at the end of cartoons that goes, Frederator!
Far too loudly, might I add. Jesus.
When we pitched to Fred, as soon as we were done pitching to him, he said, that is the best pitch I've ever heard in my life. Which is crazy! Which is fucking crazy. That's the craziest thing. He didn't want the show because we didn't have a script, and just on principle, he doesn't take a show without a script. That's another thing. If you pitch, have a script. The reason he said that he doesn't take a script is, he said, that's the best pitch I ever heard in my life. But you could be a chef, and you could tell me this beautiful story of, like, this dish that you made and how great it tastes and how delicious it is. But until I eat it, I don't know how good that is.
Yeah, which, like, that's so fair.
Fred also doesn't make the decisions at Frederator anymore because he passed an Adventure Time, is something else that he said.
Yeah, and, like, we had the opportunity to make a script for them, but we heard back from Cartoon Network before we got to that.
Yeah, we
heard back from Cartoon Network and Netflix.
Yeah, we got two yeses from Cartoon Network and Netflix, and we spent a long fucking time agonizing over which one to go with. And now, years later, we know that it ultimately doesn't matter.
Because they both shit themselves.
if the like class that we would have been in, the like graduating class of production that we would have been in if we went with Cartoon Network was the one that I think it was last year, where all those shows got fucking cut as they finished production, and now no one will ever see them. Donut Canyon, that's what would have happened to Donut Canyon almost definitely. Like, Donut Canyon not only wouldn't exist, no one would ever be allowed to see it.
Yeah, like fully our rights would be like yep, like
PJ! PJ! Hi, PJ.
Hello, PJ. Sorry you're late.
PJ, I'll say
that's everything we said.
Yeah, I'll catch it up for you in 1 second. Ah! Alright, there you go. Just play it really slow.
Yeah, all the secrets will be there.
Yeah,
Oh God. Sorry, this question. No, continue with what you were gonna say. Sorry if I cut you off.
There is a
Predator.
question a while ago that I'm just remembering that asked how far we got at Cartoon Network. We made like the full storyboards. We wrote out the script, made the full storyboards. We did a pitch that was just supposed to be executives and anyone who wanted to come check it out. So many people came to check it out. It was standing room only in the conference room.
It was like 30 people.
No, dude, it was like 80 people. It was fucking crazy.
We thought there was gonna be like 5 people tops, and then like people just kept coming in the room, and we were like, okay.
There were people standing at the door. Like, it was crazy. And then we pitched, and then the then president of development, Rob Sorcher, whose name you might recognize from Adventure Time, he didn't like the episode that we had made, which, to be fair, there were problems with that episode that we made, largely because, and then we go to ad break for a minute, imagine. Largely because, when we were getting notes back on that episode, they just kept asking us to, well, one, we had to condense it down really far, but as we were condensing it, they kept asking us to like put more and more stuff in it. So, yeah. And we did it. Like, the episode is solid. It is like, it's like tungsten density, like the amount of stuff there is in the episode. And the reason that they didn't want to make that particular episode is because they were like, this is like too much information, like it's getting in the way of like the narrative, it's getting in the way of the vibe, how much information is there. And we were like, you asked us to do this, and so it ended up where usually that's where like development will die, right? But they were like, we still really like your idea, and we admit that it was us who like led you astray. So what they then asked us for was a handful of shorts, like shorter, think like the OKKO shorts that they put up on YouTube that were like 2 to 3 minutes. They wanted that, so we came up with 5 of those, and then never had a meeting where we gave them to them. COVID started, the merger happened, the president got outed, a new head of the company was put in, there was restructuring with Warner Brothers and Cartoon Network and HBO, and then 8 months later, after them not talking to us, they were like, yeah, unfortunately you have been wiped from this slate, like the whole slate has been cleared, it's not just you guys, and you didn't get wiped because we don't like your idea. Which is great, which is the best way to get kicked off a slate, IMO.
Yeah. Oh boy, 8 months, yeah.
Because...
silence.
Yeah, because, if they kick you off because they don't like what you made, then your idea is kind of poisoned by that forever, and you can't really take it anywhere else. You know, like, but they liked our idea so much they gave us another chance that people don't usually get. It's just unfortunate that in the shuffle of the merger, we got cut. Everybody got cut, but like we got cut.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing that's like reassures me a lot is like Omar said, they did fully admit that it was their like decision of like, you have to add this and this and this and this and this and this and this that made the episode all the weaker. Because like they would ask us to be like, oh, we need context for this and this, when realistically we really didn't. So we had to cut a lot of jokes and like character moments that really like actually sold it. But it's good hearing that executives and like development people will admit when they're wrong, because that's kind of something you don't hear about, and it's nice. Some of these people are human, actually. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
it was a good time. We had fun.
I'm trying to find. Yeah. Okay, also, the original... Like, I know a lot of you have been here since we announced it. The original fan of Donut Canyon is always going to be Smiley Richie. When we were developing this in college, we had, like, a Tumblr blog, which is still there, but none of you will ever see it. We had a Tumblr blog where we were, like, putting inspiration and early concept art and a whole bunch of stuff like that. And we weren't really tagging stuff with things other than like Donut Canyon or whatever, you know, like we weren't really like trying to get a lot of eyes on this blog. But somehow, in some way, this account Smiley Richie found us and liked every single one of our posts as we posted them. Smiley Richie's the original ride or die. Smiley Richie's the fucking ultimate.
He's still around. I see his icon in my likes on Twitter.
Yes!
He's there.
Yes!
He lives.
Smiley Richie.
I don't know who he is at all.
Smiley
but
Richie's
he's out there.
Smiley Richie's the ultimate. Smiley Richie's the original Donut Canyon fan. Everyone else is second place. I think technically Pan is second place. Because
Allison.
Allison, yeah. There were people who knew like in our lives before, but like in terms of just like online. Because like as soon as I said, hey, we're releasing this Donut Canyon thing, or not, we're releasing this, I don't know, I was like building up to it with like the trailers, you know. I was like, we got something coming out soon. Bug.
Hi, Bug. Oh my god. Sir.
What's he doing? Hi, Bug.
Oh my god, hold on. Hold on.
Bug moments. Bug mention. What was I saying? Yeah, as soon as I was like, hey, there's a Team Egg thing coming out in a few days, immediately Pan was like, Donut Canyon? You're coming out with Donut Canyon? Because we had like, on like our websites and stuff, we had like some Donut Canyon stuff on. Yeah, we had some Donut Canyon stuff on like our websites and stuff. So like real early Team Eggheads scoured for that, and like knew about it from that. Are there any characters anyone would like me to draw?
Also, I saw another question, excuse me, that I wanted to answer earlier. Also from Puzzle Gaming Nerd. They say, so out of curiosity, are you still using the scripts or storyboards you made then as a basis? Or is there a lot of rewriting stuff happening now? So yeah, the only thing that we cannot use is the episode that we fully bordered there.
Yeah.
And the script for that. Yeah. Everything else is ours.
Yeah, Cartoon Network pretty much owns that episode. The only thing of that episode we get to keep is, because we made it before, is the log line and the title.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we get to keep, but even messing around with that kind of gets gray and murky. So we'll
Yeah.
probably just have to make something else. As far
To
as
be
the
fair-
older scripts, we are rewriting all of them because the main way we have gotten better as artists over the years is in our writing capabilities. And we really didn't have a fucking clue what we were doing before.
Yeah.
As far as writing like a story, like an episode.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, technically, there's a very, very early version of the episode that we ended up making, like in script form from college, but she's not good.
Yeah,
Um,
no. We
but-
and like I would rather me personally, I would rather find a different way to tell that story than tell the
Yeah.
exact story again.
Of course, because like the beats that need to happen don't need that context.
Yeah. Um, we can reformat it to be copyright avoidant.
I will say,
Yeah,
I'm
PJ,
forever
development
mourning.
fucking sucks.
I'm forever mourning the boards that we made for that episode. They were so good.
Yeah,
Not to toot our own horn, but we fucking cooked with that shit.
we fucking God. I want to show some of Chandler's drawings. I love Chandler's drawings at the beginning of the episode so fucking much. They're so fucking good. I can't.
Yeah. The
I can't.
only
This
way
Cartoon Network
if-
snipers will kill me. But
yeah, the only way you can see it is if you come visit me right now.
give your address. Go on.
Yeah, all
Fax
right.
yourself
it's,
real quick.
It's 14. No, I'm not gonna.
It's 1400 Penis Street,
Yeah, 1400
Wyoming,
Street.
Lebanon, Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is this one time I was wearing a Lebanon shirt in a Vons near here in a grocery store, and it's like it says Lebanon on it in English, and then it spells it out in Arabic, and then it has the shape of the country on it, and then it has the flag of Lebanon in the shape of the country, and this lady comes up to me and is like, "Oh, Lebanon, Oregon?" And I was like, "No, what the fuck are you talking about?" I didn't know Lebanon, Oregon was a place. But she was so sure that my shirt that was definitely not Lebanon, Oregon was Lebanon, Oregon. Lebanon D's
Awesome.
nuts. Shit! No! PJ destroys my heritage live on stream. We gotta wrap the country up, guys. It's over. No more cedar for the world.
So we do have some drawing requests for
Oh, we do?
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, who said first? Oh God.
Just whatever.
First one is someone said draw. The first one is actually draw Smiley Richie. The second is Bonnie, and then Porter's dad.
Okay, I'm gonna draw Smiley Richie.
Yeah, draw what you think his icon looks like from all those years ago. I can see.
No,
it in
I
my head.
have it up. I don't remember what his icon looks
You
like.
have it up.
I'm gonna try to Donut Canyon it really quick.
God. Good lord.
Smiley
I-
Richie, the ultimate.
While you do that, I'm gonna actually look at the chat again. Wow. Yeah, thank you guys. You guys are like, you guys have a lot to say, and I'm very happy for that. Eyeless Animator, we already gave a bunch of suggestions about pitching.
Yeah,
So I guess watch the VOD.
yeah, the
tomorrow?
VOD's going up tomorrow, just so we're not treading the same ground a whole bunch.
Yeah, we do be yapping. Shoot. Yeah, I guess if you guys had questions and we didn't answer them, go ahead and do it again because you guys are great for talking so much. I cannot find some of the questions, and that's fine. How many birds? Like, how many birds? Do we have birds?
In Donut Canyon,
There's the tooth fairies.
they do not count.
Yeah, they really don't. Yeah,
Every Donut Canyon character has
maybe 0 birds.
eyelashes.
It's
No
very
birds
important.
in the desert. They don't exist. Probably we should do a vulture. Quick,
Vulture.
name all the fauna of the high desert. Go.
Me?
Yeah. Who
Like
else?
in real life?
Yeah. Who else?
Okay, sure. Collared peccary, also known as the javelina, the roadrunner, the scorpion, the rattlesnake,
Scorpion.
the cottontail rabbit, the coyote, the chuckwalla, which is a type of lizard, the whip scorpion, which is not actually a scorpion, it's an arachnid. Just shares the name because they look similar. There is the western fence lizard. There's oh shit, I'm losing touch. There's rat snakes. There is salmon in the water, of course. Oh my gosh. Tarantulas, how could I forget?
What had you
Oh shit.
thought?
People are saying things in chat. Yes, the horned toad, which is actually a lizard and not a toad. There are toads. And fun fact about these toads is they have a powerful psychedelic in their poison ducts just behind their eyes and behind their cheeks.
Was that
And,
the DMT toad?
Yes. You can find them in New Mexico and Arizona. And there are people who professionally and safely harvest the psychedelic from the toad, but there are also rogue people who do it badly, and shame on them. Shame on them. Yeah, I already mentioned the collared peccaries.
My God, people ain't even listening. People ain't listening to Yugo's yap. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's there's more, but that's what I can know of.
That's
okay, somebody says any niche references or just references in general in the background of Donut Canyon scenes. We're kind of selective with like referencing stuff. To me, we
reference a lot of real people.
Yeah, like real events. But if I'm guessing you're asking like references to other media, and I am always a little bit about like cartoons referencing other media in general. Like, there's obviously like ways to do it correctly, but when you lean on it as the thing that always bothers me is the way that a lot of Western cartoons choose to reference anime. Yeah. It doesn't come off as like a love letter to the thing. It comes off as, look, we know this anime. Do you know this anime? Tell us that you know this anime. And it just feels like, it feels like a little, it just feels lost. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. However, excuse me, what do we have? Like,
I mean, we have a lot of inspiration, you know?
Yeah, it's more like inspiration than like references.
The closest thing to a pop culture reference we have is we just put Shelley Duvall in the show, I guess.
Yeah. Like, yeah, this is true. I guess that's kind of it. Like, every other inspiration is purely like, I guess like how we like to like view storytelling or like atmosphere or something like that. But not a huge fan of like direct media references.
PJ, we have not really talked about production and distribution. I think going over the plan for Donut Canyon will be important.
Yeah.
So the plan for like future Donut Canyon endeavors is we plan on having 2 episodes out this year. One is we just need sound for and it's done.
Yeah.
The other we have entirely scripted and roughed out, and we just need to clean that one up and get sound for that one also. So 2 episodes. The episodes, this is important. The episodes are going to be highly polished animatics because we don't. I'm working full time at a big box store right now, and I want the show to come out. You know, like, this first episode, like the actual content of the episode, is about 5 minutes. They're going to be pretty short, just because we had to really rein in scope so that we could make it. Essentially, we're doing all of it ourselves. And
Yeah.
I mean, this last episode, Chandler wrote it, but all the art I did by myself because everyone else on Team A is busy with their own stuff right now.
Omar, I did one scene.
That's true. Yugo cleaned up one scene. Yugo did 9 drawings exactly. 9 drawings of a 5-minute. The animatic is very polished. It's pretty much keyframed. And this just because we don't have that big of an audience. We don't have that kind of we don't have like funding. So like what we're planning on doing in the future is we release these episodes, and then maybe a couple more we're planning on after that, and then probably while we're releasing those episodes we'll put up the Patreon, and
Yep.
We've mathed out the Patreon, but we're still a little too young, we're still a little too small online to like try to run a Patreon. And what was I gonna say? After that, after we get these first couple episodes out, because I definitely want to just get these out as animatic,
Yes.
like in their state. I want to have like essentially a landing pad for people. That's part of why we're putting out so much content, and that is going to slow down. The past 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks of making a video every day while working full time has really eroded me. But then after that, we want to do this like full 22-minute at least episode. We want to do like the full, like we want to do a Kickstarter for like a full pilot episode.
Animated, colored.
Yeah, like
crazy shit.
Go all the way with it. But that'll be, that's much later.
Yeah,
probably
and
not until next year. But also, we have to see what happens once we actually start releasing episodes.
Yes.
Because right now, it's just vibes and lore. But there's not anything for people to like really sink their teeth into.
Right.
And I anticipate when the point where we will start getting like kind of really widespread attention is when we actually start putting out episodes for people to watch.
Yeah, and like animatics can be like just as engaging as like a fully animated episode, depending on like how you pace it and like the kind of voice acting. Like I'm sure many of you have seen the animatic for Becky Prim on YouTube. That's a fantastic example of that. It doesn't go too overboard with being like actually animated, but it delivers so well that it just feels like you're watching the damn thing. And that's kind of the vibe we want to go for.
Like, yeah, like, Becky Prim, I think, has like 7 million views on YouTube or something crazy
Yeah.
like that.
Like,
Becky Prim
people
is
like
fucking geek.
animatics.
Yeah, and that's something that was really important for us when it came to, because a lot of animation work has dried up, which is why I have to work at a big box store. Uh, Unfortunately, I still need to pay rent. Um,
Womp womp.
so like figuring out our scope, figuring out what's reasonable for us to accomplish is a big part of like actually moving forward with this show.
Right.
But yeah, so like Kickstarter to do an episode, and the episode we kickstart will be like a proper like episode 1, you know, like
Yeah.
the episodes that we're gonna release are gonna be like 4 to 5 minutes, maybe a little longer, but probably not. 4 to 5 minutes, quick. Yes, PJ, we are going to we are going to grip you, and we are going to use you like a blunt object, because I don't know anything about running like crowdfunding or anything. And Chandler has spoken very highly of your abilities. Yeah, so these first couple episodes are just going to be like 4 to 5 minute things. They're going to move pretty quick. They're going to they're going to be very similar to the OKKO shorts, where you just kind of get a vibe for like the characters and the show, and it's not going to be super plot heavy. I think we have one episode planned where they're even in the library at all, and Marion's like not the focus of it. Like it's mostly because that's a big part of sorry, that's a funny comment. Team Egg is like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 of art makers.
Awesome.
Because like a big part of Donut Canyon, what we always wanted it to be was more episodic than serialized, which means something more like, I think Adventure Time is the best way to describe like what we want Donut Canyon as a show to be paid, because like Adventure Time has a lot of just kind of like fuck around episodes, and like Adventure Time has a very affecting emotional plot through line that builds up across that, and that's ideally what we would like to be able to do with Donut Canyon, is have like all our goofy, even in the more serious seasons, like the later seasons where it became a lot more plot focused, and they started doing the mini arcs, they still had fuck around episodes, and like I really like that. It's wonderful. There was a comment where somebody was like,
now you listen,
is this show gonna be a lot of
boy?
filler?
That's my boy.
Is this show gonna have a lot of filler? Is it gonna be plot focused? I don't really like filler, whatever. And I think, personally, thank you for the $5. Yeah, boy. Who's your favorite troop member? We'll answer that after this. I think filler episodes are incredibly, quote unquote, filler episodes are incredibly important, because a good episode will teach you about the characters. It'll get you more emotionally invested. It'll fill out the world.
Exactly.
Like it's a filler. This weird opinion of media that like everything needs to be customized to your tastes, like a Subway sandwich, for you to enjoy it. Like, okay, who's your favorite troop member? That's hard.
Dude, I ask myself this all the time, but then I literally think about like I'm like, oh, maybe this one's my favorite. But then I think about anybody else. I'm like, no, this one's my favorite. Like I like legitimately, I could not tell you. Like they all have.
It bounces around, right? Like, I don't know. God,
They
that's
each have
hard
their
to think about.
strengths.
But we've spent so much time cooking on each of these kids so much. We have pages and pages and pages of like really in-depth character exploration for each of them and their relationships to each other and their relationships to the world, and like just fucking I don't know if you read that old document when you were going through the mini Bible, Yugo,
I
where
did.
like Jan gave us like 700 questions that we answered with paragraphs and paragraphs. Like
Yes, I read a bit of that the other day.
that's crazy. I feel like in this moment where I am very Lebanese pride because of those damned Zionists bombing my home country, Porter is probably my favorite. Just on that alone, I'm like,
Where-
yeah, the Lebanese kid, I fucking care him so much.
Yeah, for real.
There's another good question a little bit ago. No, where'd it go? Anyways, it's really impossible for us to choose.
Yeah. I did see another question that was just like, are you guys ready for the fandom?
I hope so. I hope we get one.
As somebody who has things that I guess have fandoms, I weirdly for this, I'm like a little bit not ready. I guess like the thing that I was like shocked about is like frame 1 from us dropping that trailer. Like
Well,
people had so much to say.
I think
And I was like,
part
what?
of that is because of your your current standing and previous projects is why we got that immediate attention the way we did. But also like
Right.
this is the first time anything I've worked on has gotten fan art, and that's very surreal to me. Was it someone who wanted me to
Yeah.
draw Bonnie?
Yes. But yeah, it's like kind of wild. And I guess I'm just not ready because I never really expected people to like know about this. And so
Yeah,
to see people immediately grabbing onto it like this is like it's wild but also very validating.
We've been sitting on it so fucking long, you know, like
Right.
it's kind of surreal. Like I still feel that like twang of like, oh no, I've told people something about Donut Canyon, because like we've been so secret about it for such a long time that I'm like, no, they cannot know. But it's like, no, they can know. It's time for them to know.
Yeah, and I'm happy people do know, and I'm hoping we can take this as far as we can, you know.
Yeah. Come on, let's get that Has-Been Hotel money.
Ew.
Let's get
Sorry.
that Has-Been Hotel money. Come on, let's go.
Get that scale of money and actually use it properly.
Sorry,
Sorry,
we're haters.
I know too much. I know too much about the behind the scenes of that project. I'm not gonna say anything else.
So we are something you need to know about us as people. We are born enjoyers, but we are also born haters. We don't mean to shit on it like for people who like enjoy it genuinely. I'm glad you have something.
No.
But like,
enjoy the show all you want. I'm upset about the background production of it.
We are born haters. There's just no better way to describe it. Because we fucking are. Like,
it's sometimes
we're born
just
haters,
fun
but
to
not
hate
in a really like destructive way. Where like when I'm super duper, when I'm like crazy drunk, and I'm not really in control of myself, I start talking about things that I love, and I think that is a better indication of my character than my general desire to be a hater.
Yeah, like, there are very few things that I legitimately hate. Like, in terms of media, I mean. Like, there are things I don't care for, really, but, like, I don't know, there's, like, a little bit of value in everything, so I can't say that I really hate too many things.
Especially and again, if like that thing is inspiring people to, like, make stuff.
Yeah, totally. Like, it comes back to the thing, excuse me, that we were talking about earlier, where, like, if you see, like, media you hate or you don't like, there's still a lot to learn from it. And I think that's valuable. Now, that being said, it's true for stuff I hate, too. Like, as much as I legitimately fucking despise Danganronpa, I have learned to be a better writer because of that.
Yeah, just think to yourself, is this a line they would write in Danganronpa? And if the answer is yes, don't write it.
Right on.
I will say,
have a bug in my throat.
The Vivzy Pop jump scare in the Weird Al video, I think everybody was caught off guard by it.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but I'm gonna believe you.
So, like, Weird Al put out, like, another polka mega mix compilation song thing, and he had, like, a bunch of animators do scenes for it, like, for the music video, and it's really fucking cool. They got, you'll know if I draw, like, you know that person who used to draw, like they were an animator and they would draw, like this? You know what I mean?
Yes, like, I remember them.
Like that kind of...
Dude, that's like an old head.
Yeah, like old, like, albino black sheep, like, fucking E-Bombs World ass.
Yes!
Oh, I finished it. I deleted him. It's the guy... Okay, I'll draw him again.
Yeah! Yeah!
Anything for my beautiful spouse. I don't want to wife you on stream because I don't want people to think that you are not trans mask.
Oh, the Albuquerque guy.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's like Ryan K.
I don't know his name, but
yeah. That's funny as
that's
fuck.
Like classic internet animator, like up there with Homestar Runner.
Yeah, Bill Plimpton's in it too.
Bill Plimpton's there. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, I'll
it's
have to watch it then. I hear Bill Plimpton. I'm there.
It's a crazy video. And then out of nowhere, Vivzy Pop shows up, and it's like, whoa!
That's
looks
funny.
Like
Ryan
other
Karzak
drawing.
Homestar Runner moments. Homestar Runner. Me when Homestar Runner. Did you guys see? Cool. So my favorite band of all time, They Might Be Giants. They have this song called "Experimental Film," and the music videos animated with Homestar Runner. Homestar Runner people animated the music video for it. People don't understand. I feel like when I tell people They Might Be Giants is my favorite band, they're not appreciating the gravity of how much that I like them. They Might Be Giants has been a permanent hyperfixation for me for 10 years now.
Work.
I just, because a lot of my time at work, I'm like in the fridge or the freezer, and like I just listen to music. I just finished again a listen through of every They Might Be Giants album in order. God, I could talk about They Might Be Giants forever. We want to do it. We want to do a They Might Be Giants stream where I talk about They Might Be Giants. The no album in CD-ROM. Yes.
Ooh-hee-hee-hee.
I still haven't seen They Might Be Giants live because whenever they're in LA, their tickets are like over $100, and I don't have that.
Very fair.
They Might Be Giants is the fucking best band of all time. Let's talk about music. Let's talk about music for a little bit. I'm gonna start at the moment. I think John Henry is my favorite They Might Be Giants album, but that changes like every week at least. A band that is spiritually similar to They Might Be Giants that I also love a lot, and I know Yugo loves a lot. It's spiritually similar in that they're like kind of genre agnostic, kind of like they'll just do whatever. Ween?
Yes.
Fucking Ween, dude.
Ween is incredible, and if you only know them for Ocean Man, please look at the rest of their discography. They're crazy.
I mean, the way I got into Ween was Ocean Man meme was going on, and I was like, okay, but this song is kind of hard as fuck. This kind of goes fucking crazy. So I listened to The Mollusk, which I think is an excellent introductory album to Ween. And after I listened to The Mollusk once, I was like, I'm not normal about this.
Yeah, because like you kind of
now.
expect them to be like just like goofy and jokey by dint of them, like, I don't know, SpongeBob movie or whatever. The way that they are fantastic fucking songwriters and like stylistic chameleons, they're just the sense of humor they have. Like, they truly are one of a kind.
I mean, Yugo made a video, animated video to Dancing in the Show Tonight.
I did.
That's a very good video. I would
Thank
play it
you.
on stream, but we'd get the VOD muted.
So sad, so sad. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
Quebec
love
is an
to
amazing
animate more of
album.
I would love to animate more of their stuff. I would love to.
I am working on a Donut Canyon animation right now. To I won't say what They Might Be Giants song. Really trying to remember the fucking name of the album.
I do not know this.
Cast Your Pod to the Wind. It's one of their like, I don't know, lesser known albums. It's not like Join Us or Flood or John Henry or Lincoln or the Pink Album or Apollo 18 or I would say Cast Your Pot Into the Wind is lesser known even than like Mink Car. About on par popularity wise with The Spine, I would say. Maybe even less than The Spine. I think if we got Weird Al to voice a character in Donut Canyon, I would be tempted to not have Weird Al be Weird Al the way that he's Weird Al in every video. I would want Weird Al to be Tiny Tim.
Yes. Oh, dude. We could just put Tiny Tim, like, diegetically in the show, and that would be the funniest fucking shit of all time. I know way too much about him.
I listened to, what the fuck is it called? Strawberry Cream? What's that one song?
Strawberry Tea?
Yeah, Strawberry Tea.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to that shit all the time. That
Yeah,
fucking
it's
that song
wonderful.
goes so fucking hard. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Think you could get Joe Mama to voice a character in Donut? Is Joe
we could
Mama?
get Dome, though.
I think there is an online character, Joe Mama. I think he's voiced by Brock Baker, who we know.
Oh, yeah, bro.
We hung out with Brock Baker a few times when he lived in LA. If that's who you're talking about, yes, we can absolutely get him in Donut Canyon. If you're just saying Joe Mama as like a joke separate from that, fuck you. I
don't know. So we're talking about music, right?
Yeah.
And I will say, like, pulling it back to like Donut Canyon, like, music is like a very strong part of the show. One might say it's a force in the show. But we have a very, very specific like music direction for the show. Not that it's like a musical or people sing often, but like the vision's there.
Yeah, music is integral to the identity of Donut Canyon. Some big inspirations are like musicians of the time, like Mamas and Papas,
the Ventures, like
yeah,
a lot of those like instrumental like surf rock people.
But then
the
also early Moog music, Wendy Carlos, Mort Garson,
Gershon Kingsley.
Yeah. Music to Moog too. That's in there. A lot of folk music is in there. Every single song that Tom Waits has ever made is deeply embedded in the DNA of the show.
Yeah.
Tom Waits.
You will learn why Tom Waits
is the
like,
fucking
later.
goat. We were gonna have him if we stayed with Cartoon Network. Hold on, is my microphone being weird?
No, you sound normal.
Okay. I don't know, it's looking weird on the stream, but it might just be like there's a delay on the like mixer. I don't know if it's coming through like that or not. If my microphone's weird, let me know and I'll panic about it.
They say you sound fine.
If we went with or if it worked out at Cartoon Network, we were going to have Tom Waits voice a character in the show. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Which would have been so sick, but no such luck. And I don't think we could afford him. Now.
Probably not. And I think rather than getting like famous voice actors to like imitate other people, it's often better to like
let them do their
come up
own
with
thing.
your own thing or whatever, because it's, I don't know, it kind of, it's strange to me when like indie productions blow huge money on like big name voice actors when they could just like have another new voice actor like give it their all. Like, I don't know, I always found that a little bit weird, but
except for voice acting friend who's going to, so the first episode we probably aren't going to have like a voice cast. What we're gonna do instead what we're gonna do instead is I have a friend. We know people who are like voice actors in the industry. We're
Yeah.
gonna have one of them essentially do like a scratch track where they just read all the lines. Because like that's what Becky Prim did, was that was just Carl Hadrika like reading the script. But what I want is like something a little less stilted. Like I want the voices of it to like sound really good, like at that professional level. Since it's just going to be like one person doing all of them, and if I did it, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
Esther will have to do it. Esther's gonna be doing the sound design for the episode. Friend of the eggs, one of the coolest people who ever lived, Esther Ellis. Some of you might know her from her role as the lead sound person for Dungeons and Daddies. But she's also made her own like audio drama podcasts that are very, very good. Check out Station Blue. Check out Whale Song. Oh, Whale Song.
Dungeons and Daddies.
Dungeons and Daddies popping off is crazy because it's weird to see fan edits of people you know. I started I had to get off, like, really, like, start disliking and scrolling past any Dungeons and Dads content really quick, because I started getting Beth May fan cams, and I was like, it's fucking weird. I don't want to look at that.
Yeah. Bazinga.
God, it's hot in this room.
It's hot here too. Well, it's 70 degrees, but it's hot inside.
I can't have the AC on while I'm got my computer on, because it'll short out our circuit.
Oh, that's cool.
So like whenever I stream, I just have to like suffer.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
What do we think about this, Yugo? What do you think about this drawing?
I think that you're a freak and it's wonderful.
Nice. I like drawing the kids.
They're fun.
I like them.
I'm excited to get back into the swing of things. That drawing I did of the other day, where I drew them all from memory, was so fucked up looking. But like,
yeah,
it like I drew that on model Bonnie the other day, and it like took 3 seconds to get back into it. Like just looking at any picture of them, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember to do this.
Let's put the window here.
Yes.
God, is this a fucking Doctor Strange window? I'll kill myself if this is a Doctor Strange window. You jump out my window right now if this is what the Doctor Strange window looks like.
What the fuck is Doctor Strange? Is that a superhero?
Yeah, it's the Benedict Cumberbatch fucking wiener.
Okay.
Doctor Strange is a worse version of the parody of Doctor Strange character from Venture Brothers, Dr. Orpheus.
Makes sense.
Where are the mother heads at? Where are the Earthbound freaks at? Where are the Earthbound beginning heads at? I got the vocal album on right now, but I don't know if it's too quiet for people to hear.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can tie that back into Donut Canyon, too. The whole reason that Porter's mom is a phone is because of Earthbound. Because you never see your dad. You just talk to him through the phone. And we were like, well, what if your dad is the phone? And we were like, haha, that's funny. And then, like, years later, when we were making Donut Canyon, somehow it made sense for Porter's mom to be a phone.
We just thought it was funny.
Because it is.
Yeah.
I think the connection was just like, Porter has psychic powers. Haha. Earthbound. Phone mom. Okay. That's pretty much all the thought that went into it. So sorry, there's no deep lore there.
Earthbound is the ultimate fucking game. God, I still gotta play Mother 3. I plan on playing it this year, but we'll see.
Please God.
I want to finish Moon first.
Yeah.
And I have to restart Moon because I don't fucking remember anything.
That's so fine.
And I restarted Moon, but then I didn't play for like a week, and now I'm like, what was I doing? What the fuck is going on in this game? I also would love to stream Tulip, because I feel like it's long enough that I don't remember a lot of Tulip. And I want to play it again.
Yeah, I played a bit of it with Val last year. It's fucking wild, as one would expect going back to it, but like, we love it. We love it here.
Yeah. Tulip was a big game changer for sure.
Yes. Hi, new people in chat.
Hello.
And hi, old people in chat. We're kind of just rambling right now. Do you have any questions? Would you like to see some old art? Let us know. If you want to ask something unrelated, you probably can. Maybe don't ask me about my game stuff, though. That's for another time. Yes, indeedy. The local delicacy of Donut Canyon? I mean, there's the shrimp guys, Les Crevettes.
Yeah, Les Crevettes.
Especially imported shrimp in the middle of the desert.
Here's the thing about Donut Canyon. There are no donuts there. They don't really know what a donut is. There's a whole episode we had written about the kids like being like, what is a donut? And they go on a quest to try donuts for the first time.
Yeah, and then they're like, it's mid.
Yeah. Giving Bonnie a spelling bee trophy because she's a fucking nerd.
Yes. Someone would like to see old environment art? Let me go take a look.
Can you find that like topographical map that you drew of the town? Because like that's
yeah.
That's the fucking best. That I look at all the time. Well, when I remember, when I'm trying to like try to do anything for the town, I like try to hunt that down.
Yeah. Let's see. It's not in the old art folder for whatever reason. Oh wait. I think it's this right here. I'm opening it in Photoshop for whatever reason. Let me save out a PNG. Yep, here it is. Oh, so cute, so cute, so cute. I'm just making sure there's no like weird spoilers or anything on it.
Yeah.
Nope, we're all good. So let me save this out. This is like circa 2016. I think it was like the same year that we were like doing shit. No, yeah, because I like drew this in Chandler's basement.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me upload it to Discord.
Oh, fun fact about Bonnie. She fucking loves to pierce.
Yeah. It appears. Alright, I sent it.
Okay, let's show the people. Where? Oh.
Oop, yeah, I said it in general by accident. Teehee. Let me go back to the stream thing. Yeah. Yeah, there's the old map.
I mean, this
And
is
it's
still,
still
like,
pretty much true.
yeah, this is still accurate to, like, the layout of the town.
Yeah.
Well, Yugo only... We only were really grinding on Donut Canyon. There's some... Like, the production of Smile for me overlapped entirely when we were really grinding on Donut Canyon, but I think by the time Yugo was on to, like, Be Kind My Neighbor, we weren't really doing anything.
Oh, actually, we started our little revival thing, like when I was starting Be Kind My Neighbor.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. Wait, why were you talking about this? Oh, someone in chat.
Yeah.
How do I do it? Well, you see, I like art so much that I feel like, I could die tomorrow, right? So, like, I have too many stories to tell before I explode and die. If I don't get them out now, what if they never get out?
Real.
But the real thing, I mean, that's partly a joke. I don't know. I like making shit. To my detriment sometimes. I definitely need to slow down. I've been better about it recently, for sure. More work-life balance, but like it used to be pretty damn bad.
Yeah.
I was fine. I was like fine, but like it's not sustainable, really.
When Yugo was working on Be Kind My Neighbor, Yugo's essentially just another piece of furniture in the apartment.
Yep.
Yugo's just every day quietly in the corner grinding away.
I don't need to do that anymore.
No, you got it sorted.
Right. Old environment art. We have a lot. I'm gonna go look. I'm actually gonna pull out some of the, like, because I have a folder with like a bunch of backgrounds and stuff. Maybe we can like upload some of those to our Twitter every now and then.
Yeah, we have a lot of old art that we can just like put on shit.
Yes, indeedy. Yeah, I really like some of the backgrounds I made for the trailer. There's one that you don't really get to see because Marion is like covering it. But here I have that. You can kind of see where he's like meant to be blocked in. But I really didn't need to draw all those bookcases back there. But yeah, it's like this little like winding hallway. You don't really get to see it.
Oh yeah, from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
There's Marion. Do you also have the one for like the Clat background?
Because
that one's really good.
Thank you. Yeah.
I did not mean to start making this like a full like illustration.
We're having fun here.
I am having fun. I don't think I'm gonna go like too crazy with it, but like.
Yes, I do have the Clat one. I have it. You see if I have it like without him in it. Well, I do, but there's like a very obvious hole where he's supposed to be. One sec. Alright, let me drag that in. Suspiciously Clat-shaped hole missing from this painting. But yeah, I am still kind of proud of it. Some of my art I usually don't like from back then, but
hard.
Yeah. All right, there she is.
And see, this is like Crevette. This is
the
shrimp restaurant.
The Shrimp Boys.
Oh my god!
Like...
You have Dullard And
Yeah, they're
whatever-
smoking.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
smoking
I've
behind the
never
Star
noticed
Psychic's
that.
place. Yeah.
What's the other
this
one's
is like
name? Dullard and Bitch?
Tucker. Tucker. Yeah. And this is like a shot from Clat's mansion, like the balcony, looking over like the little town square.
Burlington. That's a me
We-
design. I know that.
Yeah,
There's no
it is.
question. I just ran away with that one.
yeah.
For those who
Um.
don't know, which is everybody, Clat Burlington. God, what does he look like? He's got like, I don't even remember.
He's the motherfucker holding up the brick in that shot in the trailer.
Yeah.
He's the most fucking random motherfucker in town. Like, God, why did we put him in? I can tell you guys about him though.
Yeah, Clat lore.
Clat lore. Hold on a minute. Yes, so Clat Burlington is the town's rich brick-based entrepreneur. He's extremely passionate about bricks. And he lives in like the only brick building in town. You know, everything else is either like wood or like adobe. And it's like this huge mansion on like this side of town. It's got like a waterfall and everything. It's disgusting. But yeah, some of the townsfolk don't take kindly to his new brick-based philosophies, but he's pretty well-intentioned. He'll like sometimes act as a benefactor to the kids' shenanigans because he's like fascinated by them. But he also like often gets involved in like town-wide scandals. Like in the background of like important like arcs in our like concepts for the show, there's like drama between him and the mayor because they're like getting divorced.
The mayor, Diamond Flanagan, who I will not
Diamond
draw because I
Flanagan.
don't remember what she looks like.
I know Ryan has it somewhere.
Anyways, this one's Clat.
Yeah, he looks like that. Hi, Bug.
Bug is feeling violent.
And Clat Burlington is based off of a man.
He's based off of one of our teachers from CCS who spent like 3 class periods talking about the history of bricks. Crazy.
Yeah, he was. I think we've talked about him on stream before. Just because he's like fascinating. But
Yeah.
he's this very like first of all, he looked exactly like Jack McBrayer.
Oh yeah, kinda.
And he was very obviously a rich guy because he would like tell us like, oh, you like this kind of architecture? Why don't you just fly to Brasilia? Take a trip to Brazil. As if it was like really casual. Like he wasn't being funny. Like he was just like dead ass about it. But yeah, he really like loved bricks. We watched this brick documentary. He spent multiple class periods talking about it in such extreme detail that one might find it sexual. But who can say? Also, I don't care about name dropping. His name was Enquiring.
Oh, right. Which
did
definitely
we-
is not his real name. Nick Quiring.
Yeah, like, what a name. But yeah, what a class. I mean, I really liked that class, all things considered, because I love architecture. But like, he was something else. And now he's in our show. There's a lot of people in real life who have made it into our show one way or another.
Some we will not tell you about.
Some we will definitely not tell you about, but
I
that's
can think of
for the love of the
2
game.
instantly. But I think it's important to...
Yeah.
Well, like, also that's just kind of how you make characters. Is you
Yeah,
base them
that's
off of
true.
yourself or other people. Because if your characters are, like, unrelatable, no one's gonna give a shit.
Right.
And you know what's
Totally.
relatable? An actual person.
A person who just wants to fuck bricks.
Now that's relatable. Sometimes you meet an extraordinary person and you think, I have to write about you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you meet
For
an
real.
extraordinary person and you think, I was born to meet you. Shout out the Ava heads in chat.
Shout out to Ava Heads in chat.
Did I tell you I finally watched the final rebuild?
Were you not there when we watched it?
No. It's watched it
Whoa.
without me. And then it took
Oh,
me a
really?
while to like actually rewatch it because I needed to rewatch the other ones and I did not want to rewatch the third rebuild.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Shit kinda sucks.
The pacing's really weird.
Yeah. It's not as bad on a rewatch, I think largely because I knew what to expect, but like shit kinda sucks.
I see Joe making a face in chat. Don't worry, we didn't. You have not been defaced in our show. You are quite normal. And thank God for that.
Joe, Joe, this just means you weren't exemplary enough to get in. You gotta start acting like a freak.
Yeah, you did have a nickname though. Joe, did you know that your nickname was Tommy Cheetos for some amount of time?
What the fuck? I do
For
not.
no reason.
I don't remember this.
We were just like, that was just your name for a minute.
I
Before you were
remember
Joe,
that.
you were
I
Tommy
remember
Cheetos.
that the group would give unwilling people nicknames, or give voiced nicknames on people.
You knew? Great, awesome.
Joe
It wasn't
hates
a
us.
name out of. It
Joe
was a
fucking
name out of.
hates us.
There's this guy. There's this guy, and his name is now Tommy Cheetos for absolutely no reason.
Joe will not be hanging out with us ever again after this. It's betrayal.
Awesome. Ross has redeemed a scream. All right, guys. I'm gonna do a scream. All right, you're prepared?
Oh my god, that was scary.
Was that good for you? Did you like that?
Did you like that? I think I made Bonnie's hair too big, which is crazy.
We have fun here.
You definitely made it too big. Kind of funny, but I will be fixing this. Nobody look.
Amazing. But yeah, like occasionally we'll have characters that are like based on real people. Sometimes just real people. Like for instance, well, I guess
No.
based on like.
Don't say it. Don't say
No,
it.
no, I was talking about the Star Psychic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like.
I thought
she
you were
is
talking
her own
about
character.
her
No.
TM.
I am not talking about her TM.
Hi, Pan.
No, but like, hi Pan. But yes, the Star Psychic is her own character. Her real name is Penelope Monolith, but by and large, her design is just like, what if I drew Shelley Duvall in her 70s era?
R.I.P.
And that she just looks like that.
R.I.P.
Also,
Shelley
yeah,
Duvall.
rip to a legend.
Fucking sucks. I'm so bummed.
Yeah. I mean, she was having fun, like recently, these past few years, so that's great. But yes, some of them are based on real people, like, that we knew in real life. Some of them are, like, historical figures that we'll, like, pull from, like, people from, like, Arizona legends, and, you know, stuff like that. It's fun.
We're putting Barack Obama in the show.
Yeah, the main
It's like
character,
Osamatsu.
after a couple episodes, the main characters are no longer Troop 87. It's just Obama.
I feel a need
If you
to
guys are okay with
clarify. I feel a need to defend myself for bringing up Osamatsu a second time on the stream. We did
Yeah.
not fuck bugs or eat dogs. We just like the funny
Yeah?
show. Isn't that what happened with those Osamatsu fans? It kind of poisoned the
that's
well.
why it got a bad reputation online.
That show's just funny.
It's such a good show. It's such a wonderful and amazing show. I was watching that shit recently, and I was like, baby girl, I will never forgive what the internet did to you.
Yeah.
It's such a good show. It's probably fine now. Nobody probably gives a shit now. But yeah, good show. Go watch it if you can. Wonderful, hilarious, way too well animated. Give it a look.
Funny ass show. Funny ass show. Got jokes. Got japes and jokes.
It's called Osomatsu-san. I guess I should type that. I don't know if people like know Japanese phonetics. Osomatsu.
Haha, Yugo's a weeb. Weeb
Yeah.
moments.
Pee pee poo poo.
What? No.
It's on Tubi,
It is? What isn't on Tubi these
which is free
days?
for most people. Also, yeah. Hold on, I need to do a little platform here for a minute. Tubi is awesome. It has so much like deep cut shit that you'd never think like a streaming service would have to begin with, and like I don't know, you could do like a very rich cultural deep dive. Let's say, do you want to watch crazy fucking movies about nuns from the 70s? They've got like 200 of them on there. Like
This is
anything.
Tubi sponsored stream.
This is a Tubi sponsored stream. This is the second time I've publicly endorsed Tubi. I did like an interview with my friend Lonnie, whose comic came out today, by the way. Go read Putty Pygmalion. And there's like a good 15-minute chunk of that interview where we're just fucking talking about Tubi.
Oh my god.
Because it's great. Yeah, I don't know. Like there's a lot of very interesting there's a lot of interesting things on there, and it's free. Fuck Netflix, fuck HBO Max, whatever.
Columbo is on there.
Rely on her. Columbo's on there.
What more do you fucking need? Columbo's on there. You can watch that show for the Peter Falk of it all. You can watch that show and be like, Peter Falk is so damn fine.
He looks like a cartoon character.
Because he
Love
is.
that about him.
Because he is.
He is.
Not that
Yeah,
it's a
Tubi's
particularly hot take to think that Peter Falk is hot. But I'll defend it as though it is one.
I have to admit something.
What? You hate him.
What do people mean?
By what?
Like when they see a celebrity and they say that they're hot, what do you mean by that? I've never understood. You don't
That
know
they're
them.
hot.
How do you know if they're hot? What tells you that
Visually.
they're hot? How do you know
The
though?
way they look.
I-
The way they look.
I need to admit I've never had this sensation in my life. I don't like
The way
I
they
don't know.
look. That's the end of
like
story.
I can tell if people look interesting, like, oh, this person looks like they would be fun to draw. I can tell when people are conventionally attractive or whatever, but like I don't really know what someone being hot means, and I know that's kind of a wild thing to say for as old as I am. I just don't get it. Maybe that's a wild take. Maybe I was
You're
raised
just
different.
too
Maybe I'm built different.
demisexual.
Something like that. I don't know. I mean, who can say? The world is a wild place. But back to what we were originally talking about, yes, Peter Falk does look very interesting. I would like to draw him sometime. He really is shaped like that.
I love him. He's hot. That's all there is to it. I look at him and I'm like, yeah, I'd give that guy a kiss, and that's the end of the thought.
Wow. Okay.
There's no, like, deeper meaning to it. There's no, like, secret
didn't.
code.
No, I didn't think that there was like a deeper meaning. It's just that I've legit,
A lot
I've
of
never had
celebrities
that
are ugly. I'll give you that, though.
experience.
People who want to fuck skinny Chris Pratt are deranged. If you want to fuck Parks and Rec Fat Pratt, based for, even though he sucks and I fucking hate him, but this is before we knew he sucked. If it's 2012 and you want to fuck Parks and Rec's Chris Pratt, you're real for that one. Even though I hate him as a guy now. And
Crispy
I
rat.
think he looks ugly. I think he looks so ugly with the weight loss.
I don't know what he looks like these days. He just
Ugly.
exists.
Imagine,
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Imagine an ugly guy. You're pretty close.
I mean, you've heard me say this before, but the one that I never understood is that people thought Channing Tatum looked hot.
Yeah.
I think he looks like a thumb.
Yeah.
Like, he's not ugly. I'm just like, what are you seeing? Like, what are you getting out of this? He's just
You're
like a
telling
man
me-
that looks like a thumb.
You're telling me you look at Chapel Roan and you don't think, wow, that's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I have to go kill myself?
Who is that?
Chapel Roan, hot to go.
She was. I know the name because she was down the street last weekend. And it caused
she's a new actually gay pop sensation, gay icon.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm so out of the loop when it comes to like celebrity shit.
Fucking hot.
Okay,
she's hot and she's for the girlies.
Okay.
And for those who don't know, which I think is most of you, I'm a trans woman, she, her pronouns only. If you use anything else, I'll shoot you in the head with a gun.
Oh, I'm seeing her. Yeah, she's got like clown makeup. That's cool.
Yeah, she's fucking awesome. Oh my god.
Yeah, she looks cool. Yeah. She's having fun. I'm glad. Cool.
Yeah, she's hot. She's actually gay. Really just nothing but wins. No more must we suffer Katy Perry. No more must we suffer Ariana Grande.
Did you hear about the thing? It was like a podcast Violet Chachki was on, where she was just like fucking like ripping into Katy Perry because like sometimes she would be like sat with her at like the Met Gala or like something like that. And she was just saying that like Katy Perry is the most unbearably fucking annoying and unfunny person she's ever met in her entire life. And I was like, oh my god, it's so fucking funny. Like the level of detail in which she like rips into Katy Perry is like, it's awesome.
That's fucking great.
Awesome. Also somebody in the chat says that like that I give them gender envy, and I wish I could see what you're seeing. Because I look in the mirror and I'm like, what is this, like a gnome? Like, okay.
Some people want gnome.
I'm not saying... I'm more so saying, like, does anybody else, like, look into the mirror and, like, you can't tell what you look like? Like, you see it.
Yeah, but for different reasons.
But you can't perceive it.
For different reasons than what you're probably going through.
Yeah. I don't know.
Me for dissociation reasons.
True.
Do you ever look in the mirror and then your face starts warping and changing and you're like,
it's more like
and then
fuzzy
30 minutes
static.
pass? Me neither.
More like fuzzy static for me, but
yeah,
not like that.
No, I mean, I get what you mean. Like, it's hard to tell how you're perceived.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a read on. Especially for a couple of neurodivergent, ugly bitches like you and me.
Yes. But it's okay. I'm gonna serve Gnome. It's alright. Gnome is good.
What's the copy pasta that's like you flew a plane into the World Serve Center and hit the Pentagon or something?
I'm speechless. I've never heard that, and I love it.
It's so funny. Yeah,
that's
we're
quite
edgy.
Epic.
They hit the Pentagon. Yes. Sickos. Me. I'm sickos. We're on the Sly Cooper 2 soundtrack. I love the Sly Cooper game so fucking much.
Okay, actually, the only time I got like kind of close to understanding what people perceive me as is when like that one episode of Dungeon Meshi came out where they like all changed races and I had like 20 asks in my like inbox of people telling me that I looked like Elf Senshi and I had no idea what people were talking about because I was like 3 episodes
Oh
behind.
my god.
And then I like looked it up because I was like, okay, and then I was like, oh, is this how people see me?
No,
I
they're
love
kinda
that.
right. This makes me, I think, a little more tolerant of Elf Senshi. Seeing Twink Senshi made my, like, vision go red. I was like, put him back! Put him back!
I was more like shell shocked when I finally saw the episode because I was like, what the fuck? Because I was like, I guess that kind of does look like me.
It's fucked up.
God, Dungeon Meshi's good though. People should watch that. If you
Dungeon
haven't,
Meshi's
maybe check it out.
good. It's the most realistic depiction of someone with autism in a piece of media ever.
Work.
I look at Laios and I'm like, yeah, that one. Yeah, yes, yeah, that's the one. I saw
This is
somebody
wonderful.
tangentially related. I saw Fallon fan art where somebody drew her skinny and I wanted to throw up. It was the most horrible thing I ever saw in my life.
Like rail thin.
Yeah, like a skinny woman TM, like an anime base.
Yeah, because like she's like kind of like quote unquote like skinny in the show, more like stocky. But like I do love
Thanks
the
for
way that people
subscribing.
draw her in fan art. It's wonderful.
You gotta
Thank you for the sub, Ross.
you gotta
Keep
give
talking.
you gotta give Fallon some meat on her bones or I will kill you. Nathan Explosion.
No, you're right.
Who's
Yeah,
Nathan?
how could we forget? The lead singer in Metalocalypse.
Oh! Yeah, yes, yeah.
I recently watched
Metalocalypse.
Yeah, I recently watched all of Metalocalypse after somehow like dodging it all my life.
It's good, right?
No, I mean I saw like an episode or two in high school, but then I stopped paying attention to it because people kept telling me that I looked like Murderface, and I was like,
That's cruel.
I'm not gonna interact. And it's funny because that's exactly what my hair looked like in high school and most of college, so I get it. But now I'm like, yeah, that's pretty epic. But no, it's a great fucking show, and the 2 movies that like came out in the last couple years are like fucking crazy. The most recent movie, Army of the Doomstar or whatever, is like fucking like end of Evangelion tier like plot stakes and animation, and it's like it's great. It's wonderful. Everyone should watch it. It's funny to watch out of context. I bet anyone could enjoy it. Anyways, let me hop off my soapbox really quick. Sorry.
No, talk about Metalocalypse more.
Uh,
Metalocalypse fucking rules.
It does. I love it.
Brandon Small is so good at making shows.
His brain is fucking huge. Huge brain.
Did you ever watch Home Movies?
Yeah. I didn't watch like all of it, but like it was one that I would like put on. Like, oh, when I stayed up too late, I would watch it.
Movies is fucking ultimate. I'm glad whenever like Gen Z TM gets like into one of those shows.
Yeah. The like second revival of it. I love it when shit like that happens. What I will say that fucking freaked me out is when people started to getting into Moral Oral again and started drawing like his dad like sexy and yaoi and like shit, and I was like, no,
Yeah,
stop it now.
it's
I don't
fucked
want
up.
to see that.
That is fucked up. Yeah,
I don't
this is the
trust you now
color.
because you've drawn this.
This is the
I'm kidding.
color of
I'm
it.
kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
no, you're right. That's fucked up. It's fucked up to lust after Moral Oral's dad.
Yeah.
One of the most evil characters in fiction. I'm sorry if
Yeah.
that's your guy. But like, come on.
If you want that type of character but not evil, IDK, Gregory Peck from To Kill a Mockingbird movie, I don't know, go for him instead.
Oh damn it! I made
Ew.
I made
Ew, ew,
Bon
ew.
Bon
People
the
are
wrong
drawing
color.
sexy Akio fan art. That's worse. That's arguably worse than Moral Oral's dad.
Jesus, why is Photoshop fighting me so much on getting this color from the swatch? It simply does not want Bonnie to have rosy cheeks.
Akio from Revolutionary Girl Utena, maybe one of the worst characters
Oh,
in fiction. He's by that I mean like morally the worst. He's a wonderfully written character. But if anybody like actually wants to bang Akio, like I need a restraining order like ASAP. Like sure he's fictional, but like
run.
there's
Run.
given all the circumstances, maybe don't talk to me.
I don't know.
man.
I know some people want to fuck villains, but like, it's
That's
like when
different.
it's like when I see people want to fuck Griffith. I'm like,
Yeah,
what are we doing
that's
here?
a similar level.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for gifting a subscription, Rex Hex. That's very cool of you.
Thank you very much.
Fucking crazy. Sorry to king shame, but always king shame. Like I said, born hater. We're born haters.
I wouldn't say saying that wanting to fuck Clay Puppington is like kink shaming. It's just like I feel like that's a separate thing. But I know what you mean.
No, not anymore. It isn't.
I mean, if their kink is like wanting to bang like the worst characters in fiction, maybe. But like,
I don't know,
I'm
man.
sure
People are into whatever they're into, and I think we need to judge them.
Brand new sentence. Yeah.
First ever sub. Just plain shaming.
Dude.
Baby. Just plain tut tut tisk tisk. We gotta bring back tut tut tisk tisk.
Yeah. I really want to do another like husband, waifu, whatever, like fictional
Yes!
character loving like stream.
You think people will say Donut Canyon characters? Now that they're out there. Everyone's
that
gonna
would
be
be
like
funny.
Marion, and I'm gonna be like, stop. Leave that
0 out of
old
5
man's
taste.
leave that old man's hole alone.
No, but I'd love to do that again. And then we'd have to like
Yuck,
we also have
yeah.
to again, we have to roast ourselves too.
Yeah.
I'd have to update my chart.
Speaking of roasting
Yeah.
myself, one of my all-time biggest crushes, like one of the first crushes I ever had, was Carmelita Fox from this game, from Sly Cooper, whose music we're listening to. And if you haven't played Sly Cooper, it's one of the best platformers ever made. The first and second games are immaculate. The third game has some questionable writing choices, but is very fun. And it's crazy that they didn't make a fourth game. Absolutely crazy they never made a
I think
follow-up.
with how beloved that the series was, that they'd make a fourth Sly Cooper game, but it just never happened.
That's so crazy. That's just so crazy.
Oh man. Now, who would I add to my new list? I'd have to like really think about it. I haven't like gotten into that many new things over whenever the last time we did that, like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
something like that. Oh, never mind. I just remembered everything. Never mind.
Oh, fucking... Your fucking game. Not the one you're making, but that one game. With the penis guy.
I was thinking of something else. I don't know what you're talking about. Who's the penis guy?
You know what I'm talking... That fucking game that you're obsessed with, that you and Val are obsessed with. It's like all fucked up and crungly. I don't know what it's
What?
called. You draw a lot of, or Val draws a lot of fan art for it. You drew some fan art for it. It's that penis guy.
More descriptive. Oh, Fear and Hunger?
I don't know, maybe? Is that like crungly and you drew fan art for it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that guy was on the
Okay.
list.
Yeah,
He is now. You don't get a say.
yeah. I mostly just, like, wanted to kill him,
What is that? Is it, like, that's different? Like, that's a different thing?
I guess. For clarification, I'm talking about Enki from Fear and Hunger.
Yes, I did not know his name.
Yeah, for fans who like Enki from Fear and Hunger, get ready for Marion Prunewater from Donut Canyon.
Oh no.
Uh,
Oh no.
They're very similar characters, except for Marion is not cunty.
God,
doesn't
you're gonna have
serve.
to convince a lot of people that Marion is not cunty.
Oh my god, it took me so fucking long to figure out what the hell you were talking about.
Seems like you gotta get with it.
But why is he the penis guy?
I don't know, did he have his penis out?
No,
Who had their
He-
penis out?
yeah, sometimes, but like
Yeah!
the game,
Yeah!
the game,
Yeah!
the game is the penis game. There's penis in the game.
No, he's the penis guy. I don't know about the game, I only know about the guy with the penis.
Omar, literally everyone has their penis out in that game. You can cut people's penises clean off, and that's part of the gameplay. Actually, I probably shouldn't go into too much detail.
Sounds like a good
But-
game.
It is a good game. It's a
Penis
wonderful game.
removal game.
I do actually legitimately think that you would like it if you like Bloodborne. It's very that.
If?
both in like storytelling, and like the aesthetic, and like I don't know, all of it's very Bloodborne.
That's a great way to sell me on a game. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
That's the best way to sell me on a game possible.
Because I remember you saying you like
those who
the
don't
environmental
know.
storytelling.
For those who don't know, Bloodborne, and I'm right about this, Bloodborne is the best game ever made. Objectively. I'm correct in this. No one can convince me otherwise.
Amazing game, but Twitch would not like it. Funny thing about that, there is a mod
There's a streamer
specifically
mod.
for if you want to play Fear and Hunger on stream, and it just puts the little pinecone pig over everyone's like cock and balls, so it becomes stream friendly. Yeah, I haven't finished the second Fear and Hunger game, but I love all the characters from it. Anyways,
No, that was a good tangent. Are people
The
still
penis guy
asking
tangent.
questions?
we're talking about penis in the chat now. Wonderful Donut Canyon stream. We've derailed a bit. That's
Wonderful
fine.
cartoon for kids stream.
No, I pulled it in a second there. I said Marion and Enki were similar. It
That's
wasn't
true.
a complete tangent.
That's true.
It's fine.
You're right. God, you're so right.
What's my mole's name? Oh shit, he did have a name. Sorry, motorcycle going by.
Cock
well,
Samantha.
his name is Motorcycle now. Motorcycle the mole. That's pretty good.
Moltercycle?
Moltercycle. Even better.
Moltar?
Something just happened to me. That like for some reason screaming about all of that has taken the wind out of me. Does that mean we have to scream about penis more or less? Because I'll get winded for the comedy of it all.
You get winded for the peeminess.
For the peemness. I gotta sleep like this week, man. Like I get winded like brushing my teeth.
My God.
It's gonna happen soon. I'm gonna relax soon.
You said sleep. I thought you said sweep. And I was like, oh, your house is that dirty?
Nah.
Yugo keeps a dirty house.
No.
Dirty, stinky.
It's only dirty when Bug does poop tornadoes.
The worst part about living with Yugo is Yugo would drop taro and shit in the living room.
No.
No, that's not anything.
But yes, we should do another one of those goofy ass character you want to kiss streams. I don't think people. I think the word waifu has become outdated, but like people know what we mean by that. It was in vogue when we were growing up on the internet, so it's just kind of like instilled in our brains.
Yeah. The internet really grew up out of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any more questions people have? I'm just drawing this.
Yeah, we can get back on topic. LOL. Yeah, okay, so we had the thought, like, I'm just reading chat. Like, we had the thought that people were gonna be, like, into Marion, but, like, I kind of, like, underestimated it. Because we were like, oh, yeah, people love, like, weird, pathetic old men. People are probably gonna like him, but I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready for Marion to get fan art before the kids.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about chalk circles, but hopefully that's good enough.
It reads. I like it.
It's not going to be like that visible, you know, like. Maybe I can get away with a blending layer. That feels better.
God.
Okay, let's draw. God,
I mean, I'm not saying we're not appreciative of it. We're just like, wow, they're doing that. Thank you. I can, here, let me link my art of him I drew the other day in chat. I think we allow links, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We allow links from us, at least.
This is true. Let me pull that up. Searching my name in our Discord is like messed up. Because like I always forget that I'm named that, so when I type Yugsley and nothing comes up, I'm like, huh?
Oh.
For those who don't know, my name in the Team Egg Discord is Queen Elizabeth Tornado Blowjob, and I haven't changed it for like 8 months, and I don't plan to.
Well, it's because,
why it's that, I don't know.
It's because you're not going to think of a better name.
Nothing will ever live up to it.
It's true. You've peaked. This is peak.
I've peaked. All right. I'm looking. I'm searching. Where is he? Oh, here it is. Oh, man. No, it's fine. I can send this. Here. No, I was talking about our internal Discord server. But we do have a general server for people who like us.
Yeah.
There's a command for that. It's just... Here, it's this, right? Apparently it's not. Oh, wait, there it is. Nice. Anyways, here's my Marion fan art. Hopefully this like link works.
Oh, where's my phone?
Enjoy. Enjoy, everyone. This is me drawing him for the first time in like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. I was trying to. I was trying to get logged in.
There we go.
Oh, somebody already sent the Discord. That's fine.
It's filler text. I hope you like it. I'm not immune to lowbrow jokes.
Oh, don't we know it?
I've only ever seen, or like, yeah, I've only ever seen one person that says "cum" and "penis" as much as us, and it's Twitch user, Twitch streamer Jabroni Mike. I was shocked. I didn't think anyone could match it, to be honest.
It is our #1 joke. We are not good writers or funny people. I need everyone to understand this. We literally just say shit.
Penis.
Haha. Come. We are the gay people who only laugh at penis and cum. Which is a type of gay person.
God. Am I gonna regret sharing this drawing because I wrote "cum" on it?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's probably fine. No, it's funny. I'm looking at it now. It's funny. It's fine. People will know it's funny. It's a joke.
No, they're gonna think you want.
Everybody knows that cum didn't exist in the 1960s.
Yeah.
So clearly, it's a joke.
You broke period. You broke kayfabe. What's it called?
Kayfabe? I think it's kayfabe.
Yeah, the thing that wrestlers do, carnies and
Yeah.
wrestlers.
I'm familiar with the word.
Just kind of going. This will be kind of messy, but like, whatever. I'm drawing Bonnie's room from memory.
No, you've got it. I just got like fucking bonk shattered by this Twitch message. I think you're correct, but also I'm just gonna read it out loud because it's a lot. They said, imagining someone matching Jabroni Mike swearing would be a 13-year-old Call of Duty child transported back to the 1800s and becoming a sailor's apprentice. That's like accurate, but how did you come up with that? I love it.
A lot of sentences being said for the first time. A lot of
Yeah,
discoveries
that's a new
of
sentence.
word orders happening in the chat.
God.
Penis delirious. Penis for serious. Oh, speaking of M&Ms, did you hear?
Huh?
Did you hear about his new songs?
No, but tell me.
Shit is so funny. He's like pretending that Gen Z canceled him just because, I don't know, nobody cares about Eminem anymore.
Oh my god.
So he's like, he's trying so hard to be edgy. It's the most embarrassing thing anyone's ever done.
And he's like 50, right?
Yeah, he's old as shit. And he's like, God, it's the worst bars anyone's ever written. He's like, fuck blind people, fuck deaf people too, and fuck people in wheelchairs. And like the like onomatopoeia like call outs during it are like, what? You can't say that. Oh my god.
Really?
He has a lyric that's exactly word for word. He has a lyrics in one of the songs where he like I can't remember what it is, but there's a point where he's just like pronouns. Like it's
No fucking way.
it's so embarrassing. It's so fucking embarrassing. God. One of the funniest fucking cuz like nobody gave a shit about Eminem, right? Like
No.
as a society, we were like who cares?
Like, was he even alive? Like, I didn't know.
Yeah,
He could be dead.
it's definitely attention seeking, which makes it double embarrassing.
God. No, that's amazing.
So funny. So fucking funny.
I love like hearing updates about celebrities. Like, I'm an old man who's been like living in a cabin in the woods for years.
Meemaw, did you hear about Megan Thee Stallion? JoJo reference.
Someone came to me and told me about that, so yes.
Oh. Shit. Nah, shit. I don't know. Fuck. I gotta up my game. I don't know that much stuff either.
Yeah, so I mean, I just learned about Chappell Rowan like 40 minutes ago, so like
Yeah. Crazy. I mean, I don't think it's the kind of music you'd usually go for anyways, but like she's good. She's a
hey,
good,
yeah,
she's
I'm
a,
always willing to try new things.
she's a good thing to happen to the world.
I'm happy to hear that. We need more of that. Because it's always like when the celebrity news does breach to me somehow, it's always like the most heinous shit imaginable.
Yeah.
Like by like I don't know, like there's some shit with like what's her name, like Ice Spice, like every other day, like I don't know,
I have no
like
idea anything about Ice Spice. Ice Spice is a blind spot for me.
yeah, I who can say
Who can never be sure.
Oh my God! Wait, I have to. Yeah, somebody in the chat has mentioned Taylor Swift. Um, so my partner Val had like never actively like heard a Taylor Swift song before. Like like he knew that like, you know, Taylor Swift exists. Swifties are fucking crazy and they will like kill people like over saying anything negative about Taylor Swift. So, okay, I don't know what prompted it, but he listened to a Taylor Swift song for the first time and like saw it was like one of those live videos of like people reacting to it or something. In all of my years of knowing him, I have never seen him this legitimately angry about anything.
Crazy.
He was just like, that's it. That's it. This is the thing everyone's been obsessed with. This is nothing. This is fucking nothing. This is unseasoned chicken. There's because like the thing about Taylor Swift's music is like
It's not
she's
good.
not she's not bad at singing or playing instruments. It's just that the content of her music does not stand out like at all. Like it's just like
Chandler
song.jpg.
recently listened to every Taylor Swift album in order to have
I
like an
heard about
informed
that.
opinion about it, about her.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's better at tearing her down than anyone else in history.
Fuck yeah.
He would listen to an album and then he would listen to like a 70s Motown record to like cleanse his palate. He listened to something that was antithetical to everything that Taylor Swift is as like a palate cleanse.
Yeah, because it's like again, like she's fine at like playing guitar and singing or whatever, but it's just like the things that she's trying to do and say with the music, like she's not saying anything with it. Like the music, the
I think
background
it's
music, the guitar,
because
it could be from anything. It could be from anything. Like nothing about it is distinct. Like like Taylor Swift has no style. That's the thing.
well, it's the Swedes' fault. I know that much from Chandler's rants. All her music is written by like a cabal of Swedish music producers who write a lot of modern pop music.
Whoa.
And the reason her sound is that is because of the Swedes.
That's funny as fuck.
The Swedes! Those damn
I like
Swedes.
that. It's making me think about the one fucking scene from Under the Silver Lake where they like meet the songwriter who has like written every popular song in history.
I never saw that one.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh.
I never saw when you guys watched it. I also wasn't there.
Yeah, it's I like it a lot.
I do know that.
But yeah, I like the concept of the songwriter in that, like, I don't know. Like, there's definitely people like that out there. Maybe not to like the exaggerated degree and the point that they were trying to make in the movie, but like the fact that, like, you know, like Taylor Swift's music and probably a bunch of other people is just from that group of Swedes. Like, that's like, I don't know. It's like there's something inherently interesting about that to me. It is evil, but like it's very interesting.
Yeah, evil, interesting. Interest evil. Some might say. Not me, though. Drawing books. Drawing books.
Tell me about it. I remember, like, I had to paint the library like a bunch of times, like over the course of like doing Donut Canyon stuff, and like the books every time. Like, I just started going like fucking full like Terry tunes with it, like how in those old 60s cartoons they would just like draw a fucking like block and like put like little line indicators and have it like read as books. Like, that's the way to be.
Yeah. There's not enough books for me to do that.
Yeah, right.
I might shorten the book stack, though. No law against that.
Me oh my.
Oh, me
oh man.
my.
Loud cars outside. Awesome. Epic. I bet it's that one fucking... Is it him? No. I guess a little context. There's this guy right now who is Seattle public enemy #1, and they call him the Belltown Hellcat. And like, to sum it up, it's just this rich kid who has a very politically like powerful mother who has been terrorizing Seattle at all hours of the night for the past like 5 months by like revving his shitty fucking like sports car. Like, that's breaking the law, by the way, with all the like mods it has to make it specifically louder. And like the police, the court, the people of Seattle have been back and forth with it for like months and months and months. There's a lot more lore to it, but that's like the gist of it. And I'm fed up with him too. He wakes me up at 4 a.m.
He's evil. He's an evil little bitch. Evil bitch. He's an evil little bitch.
There's like fucking updates to the anime arc of his life on like the Seattle Reddit like every week, and it just gets crazier and crazier. But I hope he explodes. Goodbye, Juge. Thank you for coming.
Bye-bye. People are hauling it. People are packing it in.
I mean, how long do we want to go? It has been 3 hours.
I don't know. I'm still drawing this.
It's a wonderful drawing.
Still drawing this drawing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Having a good time drawing this drawing.
I'm happy there are still people here keeping us company as we talk about things that are completely unrelated to what this stream is supposed to be about. But we're having fun. Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball.
We balled. Oh, well, I might as well. Tomorrow or Friday, we'll talk about it on our Twitter, but Day and I are gonna be doing a stream where I make every character in Chapter 2 of Godgrove bald. For game content, of course,
Oh,
not
dear.
just doing it for fun.
That'll
So
be a
stay
good
tuned for
stream.
that if you want to see everyone become bald. And if we want to wrap that back around into Donut Canyon, Bonnie's fucking terrified of bald people.
That is true. Yep. The Bonulum is very scared of the balds.
Now, I can't really edit Cobagale to be bald in stream because I don't know how to do things in 3D, but just you wait.
You could just draw her bald, hey?
Yeah. Specifically Chapter 2. Not everyone in the game is going to be bald, but like, yeah.
Enough to make a statement.
Enough to make a statement. You'll see why when you play it whenever that shit comes out. But yeah.
This is how Yugo's head shaving kink rears its ugly head.
You. I am also one of the opinion that bald people are fucking hilarious, and it's hilarious to rag on them for no reason.
Yugo mean to the bald. Yugo
I
has
love to be mean to bald people.
No love for people who have male pattern baldness.
Oh my god. I'm gonna die coughing.
You can die in March.
We do love Saitama. He's an exception.
He leans into it. He wears it with grace.
The one, the only. The egg, the origin.
Yeah, I put that in our video.
Yes,
That we're
everyone
named-
knows we're Saitama heads.
We're named after Saitama.
You know what would have been cool?
If season 2
If
was
they
good.
made a season 2 of One Punch Man.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
I have a loose bit of lore about why season 2 was a disaster.
Tell me. I have an idea, but tell me.
It's the studio that made it has a really bad reputation for like animators, like the way they treat animators in their productions. So all like the only people who really work there are like kind of newbies, and then they also have really like terrible schedules. I can't remember. It's called like
sad.
JC
staff?
Yeah. JC staff has a really bad reputation.
They did some good stuff in the 90s and early 2000s, but yeah, perhaps they have not held up.
So like all the really good animators didn't want to work for them because they were like, oh, I'm not putting up with them.
Right, and they didn't give it back to Bones because they were fucking busy with Mob Psycho.
Well, it wasn't Bones. It was that other one.
Madhouse, sorry.
Yeah, it was Madhouse made the first season. Madhouse made the first season and somehow got all the most talented working animators to be on it at the same time. That season is genuinely a miracle that it happened. Season 1 of One Punch Man is such a special moment in animation, and I feel like people are just like, yeah, it's got cool fights. Like, no, you don't get it.
Yeah, like, it's such a technical feat.
Haha, feet.
Like, ew. All around. Okay, but this reminds me, Omar, you made a tweet about this like a couple weeks ago. Just like talking about how like the spectacle of the anime fight has been like so lost.
Well, yeah, it's like is it at this point anime fights are dying from inbreeding, where like a lot of the anime fights are just referencing other anime fights,
Mm,
And it's like, no, you have to like learn how to be a horse.
yeah. Choreography, baby.
Like, i- i- there's too much really good action stuff for me to excuse bad action stuff.
Yeah. There's too much source material to study from.
And like, even if you don't wanna, even if you're like, no, I don't want to watch that much stuff. I don't want to do the, which like, why are you an animator? Um,
Right.
uh, even if you don't wanna, uh-oh, save the program.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't
Just watch
know.
Mad Max Fury Road. Just, it's there.
Yeah.
It already exists. Like, it doesn't get better than that. Just watch Mad Max Fury Road. It's right fucking there.
Because,
It's the ultimate fucking
yes.
movie.
I would see people post like fight scenes from Demon Slayer, I
Yeah.
think. And I like I'm sure there's good animation underneath, but like
It's the
via like effects and
compositing is so
compositing,
bad.
I couldn't fucking tell what was happening. Like my eye could not lock into anything. Like I'm sure there are many talented animators who like made good bones under there, but like god damn, it looked really bad.
It's
I
like,
haven't seen Demon Slayer like in its entirety, but like I don't know, like perhaps it has been done dirty. There's a lot to be like studied, even if you're like just one of those guys who like goes through Sakugaboru and like studies stuff. Like there's a lot there.
I
There's
mean,
fucking
fucking,
30 years of anime history on there.
you have Akira, you have fucking, I just rewatched Foolie Cooley. Like,
Hmm.
you want to talk about good fucking fight scenes that don't look bad? Foolie Cooley.
Yeah.
Foolie Cooley has some of the sickest shit I've ever seen in my life. Some of the sickest shit anyone has ever seen in their life. God, it's a good
Hmm.
show.
Yeah.
It's a
Cowboy
good show
Bebop
that
has a lot
everybody
of good
missed.
choreography as well.
Foolie Cooley is one of those shows that's like, oh, everybody has missed the point of this show, and I'm mad about it.
Oh, Echo, let me link it. It's one of my favorite websites of all time, Sakugaboru. Um, here. I will say, you have to look things up a specific way. Like if you are searching a show, you may need to know the Japanese name of the show, and you're gonna need to put underscores for spaces. Same goes for like searching a specific animator's name. Um, but yeah, like through this website, and maybe it's the autism, but like I've become able to like over like maybe like 200 or so animators, I'm able to tell who is animating what over the course of many, many different series. Like it gives you the ability to start to like, pick up on patterns of like how people are doing things. And sometimes you'll just be watching a show and you'll be like, oh, is it this guy who animated this one specific scene? And you'll just kind of learn to like, like pick up on that stuff. And in doing that, you're also like teaching yourself how to like sort of, I don't know, like if there's some sort of thing you're like trying to animate, you'll like have this like repertoire of stuff that you've like, I don't know, you can like recognize in your head and then go through this catalog here and find something that'll help you um
And
animate whatever you're trying to do. I didn't describe that the best way, but you know what I mean.
build up a
Um
visual library. What is
yeah,
happening?
maybe Photoshop's tired.
Is the tolerance too low? really different colors. I don't know why it's mad at me about it.
Yeah, Sakugaboru is wonderful. I've been looking at it a lot recently because I rewatched all of Space Dandy, and similar to season 1 of One Punch Man, they had like a catalog of some of the most talented people in animation working on it, and it really shows, and it's amazing to like study. But yeah, good website.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akira. Someone's mentioning Akira in chat, and yeah, Akira is also a great piece to study from. Um, a lot of people who worked on Akira are actually like still in the industry doing stuff. Like one of my favorite animators, Shinya Ohira, was on Akira like fucking what, like 40 years ago, and he's still doing shit. Which is awesome.
Hira is, I think, starting to finally get the popular recognition that he deserves because of One Piece, because he animated part of the Gear 5 One Piece shit, and
Hell
people
yeah.
went crazy about it.
That's good. Oh yeah, the tags in Sakugaboru are wonderful because if you're like looking for character animation or like background animation, like there's really specific tags for like stuff like that too. So even if you don't have a show or animator in mind, you can still like look through stuff that you're trying to like study or just see.
My God, we are stuttering big. Oh, crash. Huh? Not crash.
Photoshop is having a hard time.
Is anybody shocked?
But yeah, if Photoshop starts being too angry, perhaps we should end soon.
I think we should end soon either way, but yeah.
Yeah, we've been going for almost 3.5 hours.
Okay,
LOL.
let me just do the window and then yeah, once I do the window and like really basic lighting with that, then I'll be good to go. And we can call it.
Yeah, this also gives me an idea for another stream though, which is just going through Sakugaboru, talking about animation techniques that we've like learned from studying there, or like specific animators that inspire us, like what to look out for, stuff like that. Because I feel like that could be very, very fun to do.
Hmm.
I'm sorry that Twitch is giving you ads. But is Bonnie summoning here? She probably doesn't even know.
Yeah, Bonnie will just do stuff.
She tries her best.
She's a good kid. Kind of misguided.
Honestly, if I could summon Weird Al at my leisure, it could be a powerful technique.
Weird Al summoning.
Yeah, sorry, I was responding to something in chat.
No. You want to summon him so bad it makes you look stupid.
Wow.
Okay. Go. Get this kind of thing going.
Ooh, yeah, that looks really nice.
You see the vision.
I do see the vision.
Okay. Photoshop is still mad at me. Sorry, baby. I promise I won't use soft-edged erasers anymore. I say as I use soft edge erasers. Oh, Kaiba!
Yeah.
That's the it.
Yeah, Kaiba is a huge inspiration for the backgrounds in Donut Canyon. Maybe a little of the character design too, although we don't tend to go as round as Kaiba does.
Yeah.
But yeah, between like Kaiba's backgrounds and anything Kevin Emmerich does, that's kind of where we're like at. Kevin Emmerich is a guy who often works with Science Saru, Misaki Uesa's, and Yun Young Choi's animation studio. And he's great. But of course he is, because he's French. It's always the French. Gotta watch out for them. I do still like the soft shading on characters.
Yeah, no, that's definitely gotta stay. That's
Like, we plan to keep
huge.
that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we plan on fucking with the style all too much, all things considered.
Yeah. Like, there's just something that hits right about, like, the default fucking, like, Photoshop, like, soft brush for shading. And I didn't think it was, like, possible, I guess, until I saw a lot of Yuasa's work, because, like, Mind Game looks like that. Kaiba looks like that. It's just the fucking default brush, and that's kind of cool. I am happy you like our art style. Teehee. Giggle. Yeah, I'll try to make like a little chart or something with like all of our visual inspirations for Donut Canyon specifically. Yippee! Yeah, unfortunately, I put my stink on whatever I work on, for better or for worse.
For better.
Hee hee. Hi, Bug. No. Okay, one sec.
Bug is putting an end to this. Anyways, here's Bonnie. I think that's a good place to call it. This kind of rough Bonnie scene.
Hi, I'm back.
All right, we're ending it here.
Yeah, Bug said so.
It's been a long stream, and I'm super sweaty.
I'm kind of sweaty too.
Thanks everybody for coming out. We're definitely going to be streaming more in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Hopefully, anything we said was helpful.
That's my boy.
Thank you.
A tip coming in at the last moment. Thank you very much. Hi.
Quick, somebody donate $2,000.
No.
Grab your parents' credit card. Tell me the 3 numbers on the back and the expiration date. All right, everybody. The VOD is gonna go up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye, I guess.
Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, thank you. Love you. Bye.